Hello, gamers. I got a little impatient, but we are sitting on the login screen, so we get to hang out for a minute. How's it going? How's it going? What is the his haps? How's everybody's Thursday going? I'll take out Rab the Wizard. Hello. Hello, gamers. Very quiet all of a sudden. The login screen is giving us no music. Maybe I should have brought... Maybe I'd bring him back. Bring Rab back. There we go. That's much better. And of course, as soon as I do, we've logged in. Great. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Is Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? I don't think it's Wednesday. What the heck is this? It's Thursday. You can't trick me, Bard. I know what's happening. It's a good Thursday. Getting ready for your vacation. That'll be beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping you're having a good vacation. You gotta come back with a bunch of cool pictures like you did last time. That'd be nice. Hello, Graha. It's good to see you. Hello, Leia. Late? Paragon, what do you mean? I'm not late. I could never be late. Happy Tuesday. You're really gonna trick me with this. Here's to another month and more solo only. Thank you, Chris. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. Okay. Welcome, gamers. Today, we've got some Keeper of the Lake to do. I'm gonna start, of course, with the most important mission for us. That is some Kupo adventure, as per usual. This is the most important task I have for every day. After last time, you've been trying a solo account yourself. Oh, very nice, very nice. I hope you're enjoying it, gamer. Should be a wonderful experience. We'll give a chance for people to hop in while I play some Kupo adventure. The best. You're here for the Payday 3 first impressions. Well, it's gonna be a bit. Payday 3 is gonna come in later. If you gamers don't know what Payday 3 is, it's a big heist, a fun little heist game. It's a wonderful experience. I've been playing Payday 3, Payday 2. It feels like my whole life at this point. It's been like 10 years that I've been waiting for Payday 3 to come out. It's out today for everybody, and they were kind enough to give me a funny little code. And along with that funny little code, I also have a funny little link. So I'm just going to put this link there real quick, and I'm going to pin that to the top of chat. So it should be good. Hopefully the Payday 3 servers are back up by the time we get to 3. I'm hoping so as well. I was informed that the servers seem to be taking a bit of a hit for their launch day. Maybe they weren't expecting so many people. Either way, that's fine. I'm happy to do some solo thingies myself, all the same. Try out being a sneaky man. 10 years of carrying you through stealth, and 10 years of being carried through anything that required me to use a gun. As you might guess, I'm terrible at FPS things, so it's not great. But the stealth missions, that's what I'm here for. You know what? I've had enough Kupo adventure. It's not good RNG today. So with that in mind, with that not good Kupo adventure RNG, it's time for good Keeper of the Lake RNG, and we're gonna go do that real quick. Midgard Sora must die before the heist can begin. That is the dream. That is the goal. So we're starting things off. Hello, Madeline, as per usual. Hello. Well, what the heck are you doing down there? Anyway. We're going to start things off with a quick little check of what we've got. End of last time, we did our first run-through of Keeper of the Lake. Keeper of the Lake, wonderful dungeon, has a DPS check on the very last boss, and probably the craziest DPS check we've seen so far. So I don't know how possible that's going to be, but we'll have to see. I'll give it a few more attempts with some general testing here. We've got to get some potions, maybe. Some more X potions of strength. I need some of the potent poisoning potions. They're not really going to do that much. It's only like 250 damage for a potion, but it's something, you know. Do we have a plan for the Enraged? The plan right now is to try and do... Thank you very much for becoming a gamer, Graha. It's very kind of you. The Grahatia themselves in my chat. I can't believe this. So the dream is when we set up the AoE combo with my 5 and then my 6, that alongside Burst Strike should hopefully be much better DPS than I was doing previously, but who knows? For now, we're just gonna do a run. You have a dream? What's your dream, Kirby? The frog dream must be summoned. Wouldn't be solo if we didn't get stuck on a normal dungeon boss for a week. It was pretty accurate. Well, loving the solo-only series, hoping Payday 3 matchmaking is sorted by the time you get around to it. Thank you, thank you. I'm also hoping it's good. Even then, if not, I'm okay with doing the solo bits for it. I did a lot of solo stealth heists when my Payday 2 days, back in my prime, of course. Back when I played video games and was good at them. What a beautiful day. Maybe one day we'll return to them, but for now I have to be terrible at Keeper of the Lake for a while, so please excuse me. The main bit for Keeper, I'm just gonna throw on our tenacity food for these first 2 fights, because we've got first boss is really easy. Second boss is pretty rough because of the ad phase, but so long as we're prepped for ad phase, it should be fine. I don't really remember what when the ad phase comes up, but it should be okay. I shouldn't really be using the max potions. I should just be taking the deaths right now because I don't have many left and I still have many things to do between now and being done solo, I suppose. I really don't want to have to go back into Palace for more max potions, but I think I might have to with the current going rate. A lot of mitigations, maybe a stun there. Come, we're gonna be perfect. There's no crabs destroying me tonight. The end of solo, has Steve approved? This is not the end of solo just yet. We're just in the final stretch. So we've got 3 things left, basically. I suppose you could say 5, but we've got 3 things left, right, for solo. For solo's big, before solo goes on a very long vacation. The 3 things we've got to do is we have to do Keeper of the Lake, we have to do Chrysalis, and we have to do the Crystal Tower Alliance raids. And then A Realm Reborn will be completely finished. That will be a beautiful time, a great day. And we're not gonna go away forever, I suppose. But Solo's at least gonna go on a bit of a break. Did a little off-stream farming. Solo suddenly has a stack of 999 potions. Sometimes, you know, it's truly my life. Because I don't want to do Palace that much, and I imagine the thought of putting everyone here through a max stack, max potion grind while watching on stream would not be ideal. You are the key permit of the lake. What the heck? What does that mean? How long does Imwit is 2.55 to 3.0? I don't know. Maybe, you never know. We'll figure it out, I suppose. Whenever I feel like coming back to solo. I've got a lot of other stuff that I want to do, so it'll be nice to have a little stopping point for solo here with this, just to say, you know what? I'm happy with where we are. That can be the end of Season 1 for solo only, and then he can take a rest, just nap on the shelf for a while I do something else. We still have a bunch of the other Final Fantasy challenge runs I want to do. I might do the Baldur's Gate challenge run I was talking about. Who knows? Could be a good one. Keeper of the Lake is the thing I have to do. You are Keeper. It is your lake. Your lake. This is a very impressive lake. I gotta tell you, I don't see much water, but oh, there's a little bit. Okay, it's a pretty cool lake. For now. Hello to my solo vacation resort simulator challenge. Oh god. End of Season 1, does that mean a new cape? If only I could get capes. I would love to do that. I would say one thing I thought was like maybe we can do different weapons for each season, but also I could never abandon Bill. Bill is too perfect. We'll have to see. And also, Bill only goes up to Heavensward, and then we're gonna have the same Bill glam for a very long time after that. We did not beat Big Dragon Dad first try. He was really, really bad. The Enrage was... We lost the Enrage by 60%, I think. There's some capes you can get, like level 50 blue quest gear. Well, I mean, does that really count? A multiplayer run where you play whatever you want and you have 3 other players, each playing a sorcerer who will spam fireballs? Oh, okay. So the whole goal is that I need to somehow not get hit by fireballs every single round and die. And then if I die, then the sorcerers have to just abandon. That sounds pretty good. What makes his Enrage so much harder than Gaius's? I'm not sure. I think it's genuinely just stats. It was updated a bit more recently than Gaius, I believe. And then the next problem to come with it is the Keeper of the Lake is a lot closer to stat cap for A Realm Reborn than Gaius was. Gaius was like eye level 50-ish. Eye level 50, eye level 60, I think. And Midgard is probably closer to like eye level 100. Let me actually check. No, never mind. I can't. I completely forgot you can't check the duty finder while in instance. I'll try not to make this take too long to get to our Midgard attempts, but we'll see. It's going to be a relatively long dungeon either way. I think the last time we had done 2 attempts at final boss and we left with 27 minutes, so I don't think... He did adds around 90%, right? So we were probably only fighting for a minute or 2. So it's probably going to take about an hour to get all the way up there. Is eye level 90? Okay, yeah, so that is huge. Mind you, did ultimate weapon required level... I think he was eye level 60 or 50. They don't have a requirement eye level. They just have a... what they're synced to generally. So I think Ultima Praetorium is around eye level 60, 50, yeah. Oh, character level. Yes, Ultima did require character level 60 warrior, I think. It wasn't for being level 60, it needed the different gear that we had. So rather than having our gear be synced with level sync, we needed it otherwise. Should be a details option in that duty menu. That could be kind of cool, yeah. Details, and you can see all the stuff about the duty that you're on right now. You can check if you click D. Is that actually? Oh, no, wait. You know what? You're right. You're telling me as if... I was thinking that you meant that as if it was fake, but you meant that there actually is a details menu. I'm crazy. Okay. Yeah, average eye level 90. That's a bit of a jump from everything we've done so far, so that's going to be rough. Filter required level 60 non-synced gear. I have to imagine so will Midgard. The only difference for that is no, I guess it was just a lot more of a cinematic thing with Ultima, right? Whereas with Midgard, it's like proper mechanics rather than cinematics that they're going for. Hope you managed to do this dungeon solo because it's the last hurdle before Crystal Tower. It's this Chrysalis and Crystal Tower. So we've got one other thing after this. That's why we're in the final stretch here. We've got 2 things between us and being forced to do Crystal Tower. Well, I've always wanted a details menu. Me too, you know. I wish I knew it was there this whole time. That's fantastic. When did they add that in? That's kind of crazy. Does eye level sync apply just to the total average stats you have, or does it cap each item? It caps each item individually. It doesn't care about your stats that much up to a specific... So, okay, it will cap an item, right, as an individual, but then it will also cap your total stats. Your total stat cap is much more lenient than most other bits like that, but it's pretty rough. I'm just gonna... Okay. The bolide went off. It is on cooldown, and we are dead anyway. Thank you, gamer. Thank you. Just watched the whole series today and wanted to drop by and say hello. Hello, Saint. It's good to see you. We do have a plan for Crystal Tower, and we're going to be getting to that soon. For now, I've got 2 more instances before I have to think too much about it. Chrysalis sounds terrible solo. Will it be possible outright? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about the Chrysalis DPS, but we'll have to see, you know. There's been a few things through the solo challenge so far that it's been like, will it even be possible to DPS through whatever the heck this thing is? And we've found a way most times. Maybe we will find a way this time, or maybe it will be like the other trials have been, and we'll have to use some echo and see how it goes, but it's just how it goes, you know. We will try as much as we can to avoid that, but who knows? Also orbs? I don't even remember what orbs do. Just dote on the tier. Oh, okay. Genius plan. Doton will kill it instantly, unlike everything else. So that is a big win. I like this idea. I'm going to keep it at the back of my head. Titan is such that many things are possible. Yeah, Titan was pretty crazy for me as well. I really didn't expect Titan to go that way. I thought I was going to have to do some kind of crazy stuff with the actual thing that I had for Titan was going to be to unlock Gunbreaker and use the Gunbreaker quest equipment to have enough health to survive Titan's jail. But, you know, we didn't end up doing that, so... if anything, I prefer the way that we did Titan. So we'll see what else we can do for it. Does bonus damage to single targets, or at least that's what you gather from watching Duty Finder Ninjas? It does do bonus damage to individual targets, I promise. It's gonna be alright. This is very quiet. Is it normally this quiet? What the heck is going on? Maybe we turn the volume up a little bit. Is that fine? Hold on. I could turn it down for you gamers a little bit more. There you go. That should be perfect. Should be absolutely flawless. No issues, no worries, no nothing. We're perfect now. Sound is impeccable. Oh. Orbs make the boss's attack stronger if not stopped. Okay. I suppose the question is how much stronger is stronger, you know? Because there's always the chance that it's an old DPS enrage, right? And a very old enrage like the current Titan hard mode and Garuda hard mode and all that jazz, where it's not really an enrage and it just does a large amount of damage. That could always be the case, and if that's the case, I could just maybe, I don't know if Bolide will work, but we could look at some mitigations and KBR health up for it, but we'll have to see. We'll get there when we get there, you know. Is it permanent damage up stacks though? If it's permanent damage up stacks, then yeah, that's gonna be miserable. But Solo is such a Chad while getting mauled by an inescapable horror. Hold on, I gotta fix my volume. Listen, it's very important. Need to make sure that we've got the ideal volume for everybody. It's livable at 16. It's only for the AoE. Okay, well then yeah, there's no problem. If it's only for the AoE, that's fine. If it was for the rest of the fight, that would be terrible. But okay. We probably won't even have to think about orbs then. I might grab a few of them just to check things out in the meantime, but we will see. Either way, to get there, first we're gonna have to get through our big dragon. Oh, that is the dream at the very least. If we could take out Mr. Big Dragon, live our lives, do some good fun stuff, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna do the DPS for this, but maybe we will. And if we can't, I'll give it a few attempts to get the DPS down for this. If we can't manage to get the DPS, then you know it's gonna be the first dungeon that we've had to silence Echo, but I'm okay with that. I just like to be a little stubborn and pretend like it's possible for as long as I can. Don't take any damage from them as long as you alternate the debuffs. The only issue would be getting to them fast enough, right? Because there's so many all around the arena. It's not something that one person is meant to really get all of, but I suppose it could work out. You're updated, right? Yeah, no slows. Okay. That's called coping? No. It's called optimism. That's what we'll stick with. We're very optimistic about it. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with 1-2s for a bit because I'm surprisingly low health. I'm gonna need some more 1-2s, please, so I can heal up a little bit more. Thank you very much for your cooperation, my dear Einhander. There you go. I'm sure that was correct. So, thank you for your cooperation, my dear Einhander. I hope you're having a wonderful day otherwise with that gigantic Gatling gun that you're holding with one foot. Do you have more than 1 foot? No. This is even more impressive. First, I thought it was like, you've got the one leg that you're holding the Gatling gun with, and then the other leg for, I don't know, maybe firing the bullets. But no, you're just doing it all with one hand. Very impressive bird. It's called the winning mindset. There we go. I like that one. We'll stick with that one. The winning mindset. That's what we're up to. And Ender has a PS1 horizontal shooter square foot. Oh god. I don't even want to try and imagine. It's from the deepest recesses of my memory banks that I will never be able to get back to. You're very talented, but stop. I can't deal with these. Not the puns this early in stream. If he had more than one, he'd be a Zwei. I can't. Please, I beg. Anything but... Oh, God. We've got the safe spot. It's gonna be a walk over there. AoE's fine. Thank you once again for your cooperation. And is that... Wait a second. Is that why the sword is called a Zweihander? Does Zwei just mean two? It's a two-handed sword, so it's a Zweihander? You can't. That's not real, right? Yeah. No. What do you mean? Yeah. No. My entire world is collapsing around me. I'm about to die to this boss because I can't live like this. How did I not know that for this long? I thought it was just a cool name for a sword. Oh no. I wish I was joking. I actually genuinely wish I was joking, but I had no idea. No. Man learns a language exists. I'm very bad with any language ever, including English, so not understandable at the very least. Guess it is a cool name for a sword. Come on, Zweihander? That would be sick. I would name my sword Zweihander. Oh, man. German is not a real language. What the heck? Bard is going crazy. I think, you know, maybe, it might be a language. I've never heard anyone speak it myself, so I can't prove it, but I think there's probably a chance that it is a real language. Streamer discovers German for the first time. I'm not a German kind of guy. Listen, they use a lot of sauerkraut, okay? I don't like sauerkraut. It's too sour for me. We Germans don't give cool names. We just put all the words that describe something and turn it into one, but that is the cool name. I guess your language is just that powerful. All of your words are cool. Is where you have to admit that you're a paid agent just pretending you're a German? Oh my god. A monster. Spies in my chat. What the heck are we doing? We're gonna take out... Can we please not explode to these? Thank you. A nice aurora to keep me at full health as well. Yes, perfect. I think I would go insane if I had to do this boss fight again. Not because it's a hard fight, but because this is a dangerous kind of boss, right? It's a very dangerous boss because there's not much for me to do. So if I have to come back and do it a second time, since I've already beaten it once, right? Coming back and doing it again is just like, well, I mean, I've already checked this one off. This is done. I don't have to think about it anymore. And then my eyes just start to glaze over. This happens with a lot of stuff. It also happens when I was progging Ultimate. When I was doing Ultimate Weapon Ultimate, and when I was doing my Savage raids for this tier, it's like you get through, or not this tier, last tier, you get through phase 1, right? And then the first half of phase 1 for the final fight is like, wow, I've done this so many times. This is checked off the list. It's easy. My eyes have glazed over for the entire first 3 minutes of the fight. And then, golly gee, I've died to the silliest mechanic possible where I just had to walk left. But there's nothing I could have done about it. I wasn't looking. I pretty much closed my eyes and moved on. Oh, yeah. There are only 2 languages in the world. Cornish and Pidgin. All other languages are the result of a mad fantasy of one of the King Edward. What? Alright. Now I need to know what King Edward was doing for these languages. What are we talking about with this? How did this man make a language? Did he just kind of choose? Isn't that part of the reason why I don't know about King Edward, but I know we have like multiple words in English for the same thing. Because there was a difference when it was Anglo-Dutch. I don't remember what the heck the term was. When our language was 2 languages kind of mixed together, and then the nobles would call things like the French word equivalent of, like, it would be a hog, and then the commoners would just call it a pig. Twintania is very boring. Yeah, it's not that it's a boring, but it's like you've done it so many times, right? You've done it successfully. And since you've done it successfully, you check it off in the back of your head. Like, this is not a fight, and I don't have to worry about this. I no longer have to consider this roller coaster ride. And so I will just wait until I'm done with the fight and I have succeeded once again, and then you die to the tiniest mechanic because you didn't move to Twister. It's just how it goes. Maybe I should have attacked one of the little guys first, because I feel like this Vanguard maybe was not the right choice. I really had to struggle with that. Well, these guys take way more damage. What the heck was I doing? Anyway. Yes, actually, yeah, like cow and... Okay. The reason you die when doing roulettes or alliance raid is that your brain has gone AFK because you've been there so often. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. It's just, I do the fight, I'm done the fight. I have decided that I win this fight, and that's when I lose, because I choose to win, and that's when it's over. Peasants raise the cows, the nobles eat the beef. Oh, huh? Maybe we bolide. Okay. I appreciate that the bolide worked this time. Very impressive. Seem to remember Yoshi P saying if you couldn't get past Twintania, you should just give up on UCOP. What the heck? I did. Twintania was definitely the easiest part of UCOP from what I've done. But also, I feel like Yoshi P wouldn't be that mean. Maybe he said it in different words, I suppose. He's a very nice man. Every time you make a new Dark Souls character, well, Dark Souls is different. I never feel like I've won in Dark Souls, so I'm always on edge. Set it back during 4.x when it just came out. Okay. I guess that would be more like warning you against your upcoming suffering, right? Like, hey, you're not gonna have a great time. Would a nice man take away our Kaisen? I couldn't tell you. You know, you're right. Maybe I put too much trust in Yoshi P. The thief that took away Samurai's Kaiten. I never played Samurai, so I don't know what it is. Does Samurai still have the meditate button where you just stand around for like 8 seconds? during any enrages or any phase transitions. It was the first ultimate he was trying to warn play. Yeah, okay. He was just being a nice man. And I can't believe he would say that in a mean way. Very, very wonderful. One of these days, Yoshi P is going to watch my videos. That's the dream. Yoshi P watches my video, and then he says that my video is very cool, and then I will cry for the rest of my life, and that'll be it. And then I'll be done. I will have succeeded, and I will ascend to God, and that'll be it. Oh, it does still have the meditate stuff. Okay. Monk also has it, but it's useless because you just use form shift. Oh, okay. So watch the videos and say, cool, next time do it as Black Mage. He does like Black Mage. Okay. Maybe I have to do a Black Mage only episode just for Yoshi P. Then he'll watch my videos. And then he'll think I'm cool. Yeah, now we're getting it. We've got the plan down. We have our idea on how we're going to convince Yoshi P that I'm a very cool game. This is a good plan. Okay. Speaking of plans, how's it been going, gamers? I have a lot of things happening over the next few weeks. A lot of very exciting things, a lot of very cool things, some things that make me very nervous. It's going to be a great time. I have, firstly, Payday 3 has released today. Very exciting. I've been waiting for this game for probably about 9 or 10 years. Payday 2 came out 10 years ago, so probably like 9 years I've been waiting for Payday 3. And it just so happens to have come out in pretty much the busiest few weeks in my life recently. We have the very big LunarCon convention that is next week. Okay, next week. I've got a panel at LunarCon. We're gonna have a meet and greet where we get to hang out. You can come say hello. I'll probably stream some of LunarCon. I've got a lot of funny LunarCon events to do. I've got some videos to make for other things. I want to make the next solo video at some point, but I'm working on the video for the Aurum Vale speedruns at the moment, because I felt like that was more fun at that time when I started editing. And then golly gee willikers, alongside all of this and the big LunarCon coming up, would you believe it? Mind, I will preface this by saying that it is not anything super bad. It is not incredibly invasive, so there's no need to panic. Okay, we will be calm. I do have a surgery that is coming up very soon, in October. So this whole like condensed 3-week timeline that I've got is definitely the craziest 3 weeks I've had in a very, very long time. And now Payday 3 comes out as well, so I get to play some Payday 3. I'll have to force some time into my schedule so I can enjoy Payday 3. That's probably I'm gonna do a lot of that if I can. I do. Panic? No panicking, Warboss. We're all right. Easy peasy. Too sad to let you know if you didn't, the Payday 3 server's not working at the moment. As known when they will work. Well, that's okay. I can always just go in and play solo Payday 3. I did a lot of solo Payday 2. So long as I'm able to get in and do the solo stuff and I don't have to do the servers, then I'm fine. Is the surgery being done with Silence Echo or Level Sync? I believe, ideally, the surgeon that I've got is going in Silence Echo so that, you know, we can get the extra gear levels and make everything nice. Make it a lot better. Please get some sleep somewhere and all that. Good luck, Lanes. Yeah, that's not happening. I've been losing so much sleep recently. I'm up. I was pretty good. I had a solid schedule for a long time. The best my sleeping schedule has ever been, because I used to be absolutely terrible. I went to sleep almost every night around 10 or 11. And then I woke up on the dot 7 a.m. Doesn't matter what day it is. Doesn't matter if I'm working or not. It was just constant. And then very recently, I want to say like 2 weeks ago-ish, It has gone from going to bed at 10 p.m. to going to bed at like 2 or 3 a.m. and then waking up at 8 a.m. So it's not the greatest plan I've ever had, but you know, it's one of those. Payday 3 has no solo, always online, that's the problem. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to take a look. We'll see what we can do. Ideally, the day will still be saved and Payday 3 will work out for us. I'm gonna bolide this. Never mind. The bolide never works. One of these days it's gonna function properly. Just waiting for the live letter and the hype trailer. I am excited for the live letter. When was the next live letter, by the way? It was on JP time this run around, right? A lot of the live letters that I watched back for Shadowbringers had the translator in with them. And then I feel like a lot of these recent live letters have only had just Yoshi P and his dear friend. And then I can I can pick out like a few words. Because I used to be, before COVID happened, I was prepping for the JET program. If you don't know what that is, that's basically I go over and live on Japan government money to be an English teacher in Japan. They assign you to like a prefecture and you hang out. I was thinking of doing that because I wanted to, you know, I was like, I've just kind of lived in my little area my whole life. So why not go somewhere, you know? Why not have a reason to move far away, see a whole different universe? And so I was going to be the JET program, so I was learning some JP, and like I don't remember any of it anymore. So I can kind of pick up some words, like a few rarely, and I have a vague understanding of the context, but for most of it, I just got nothing. I have to rely on the pretty slideshow presentation and the pretty pictures. I'm like a little kid with a picture book. Don't actually know how to read, but I've got all of the very nice colors to keep me entertained. Then they only have a live translator for the ones related to new expansions? Oh, okay. How many Imperial grunts does it take to unscrew the Warrior of Light 2? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of shocked that we died to just the two dudes, but there they go. More powerful than I give them credit for, I suppose. They are Imperial soldiers, I guess. Ow. You're not supposed to hit me with that. That's not part of the script. Hello, excuse me. Mr. Colossus, could you stick to the script a little bit better? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to talk with my agents about talking to your agents. You know, there's just I hired you on for this part. It's supposed to be like a real triumphant moment here where we get some good dodges in. But if you hit me with the sword, it doesn't look good, okay? Everybody's gonna think I'm bad at the game. Depends where they have them. If it's a convention or fanfest, there's live translation, if you remember correctly. This last one to Japan Con. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there is FanFest in EU next. A part of me was really thinking, after I couldn't get the tickets for NA FanFest, I was like, man, maybe I try to get tickets for EU FanFest instead. And then those tickets were sold out, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Well, I'll go next time. 2 years from now. Is there a reason why you save your cooldowns like Nebula, Arm's Length, Camouflage, No Mercy, etc.? Well, for trash pulls like this, no. For trash pulls like this, I normally don't use my mitigations because I'm not thinking about it. For most instances, if I'm expecting that I can clear it with the limited healing of my kit, I'm not worried about mitigations. And then I'm just taking my time talking with chat while I play the game. For bosses, yes, there is normally reasons why I'll save mitigations. So for this next boss, I'm going to be saving a lot of my mitigations for ad phase when those come up. So it'll spawn a set of 4 bonus enemies, and then it will summon a big Colossus sometime after that. I can't remember what percentage during the fight it does them, but it only does them once each. So we're gonna have to figure that out before I can really move on. It has been just about 30 minutes. So we're getting to 30 minutes per boss fight. Actually, that's 36 minutes. It's been well over. This is a little, maybe 15 minutes per boss fight, because we're about to get to boss 2, right? Please do not kill me so. Again, you're not sticking to the script. Hello? You got it. Supposed to make me look good in this instance. There we go. Perfect. Imperial identification key. Thank you. If you haven't tried Titanfall 2, now the servers are back when you get the time. Okay, maybe. I'm very bad at FPS games. I'm not the biggest FPS gamer. Generally, I will avoid them. But the Payday franchise, I've been playing my whole life. And I'll normally do like the stealth game, the stealth heist from it. So that's my big one. The script that Colossus was working from is basically Final Fantasy XIV Robin Hood met in Titans. You know, if I say that is correct, then I will be in trouble legally, so I can't say that's correct. Any plan for the Keeper DPS check? We're going to give it a shot with the AoE cycle rather than... I'm going to throw on a bacon bread here because I know this is a rough boss fight. You're going to do a lot of damage, but that is okay. At least for this early one we can do. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm not very good at FPSs. Payday 2 and Payday 3 is a very big exception because I love the Payday series. So maybe, you know, I never really thought about Titanfall as like an option, but you know what? Maybe I will give it a shot. I'll give it an attempt, see what it looks like. What is Armored Core? I have not heard of this. Is that a fun game? A funny little Nintendo 64? I feel like that was a Nintendo 60. No, like an SNES game, something. What am I thinking of? Am I crazy? It was like armored something. Big robot game. Oh, I love big robots. That does sound pretty nice. Do I get to customize my robot? Because if I can customize my robot, then I will be very happy. Oh, it's a From Software mech game that just got a new release. Okay. Oh my god, I do have to try it out then. Anything that lets me customize some kind of big piloted machine makes me very happy. Every nook and cranny. Oh god, that's gonna take me a few hours then. Will I play Payday 3 stealth solo or with some friends? I'm probably gonna do it solo, just for a little bit. I have some buddies that I was planning to do Payday 3 with, but a lot of them are working at the moment, so we're just gonna see how that goes. Hello, Artify. It's good to see you again. Welcome to the stream. Okay, these guys gotta go down fast. Throw some mitigations out. I'm just gonna hope that everything is fine. All of our mitigation is turned on, so that hopefully we do not die a terrible death. I'm gonna save my... Okay, that flamethrower was not fantastic, but that's okay. We got Rampart for the very tail end. We potion right now, so I don't die to that. Okay, great. And we can stun... Never mind, he can't be stunned. I was gonna say we can stun this last guy for the final piece here, but it doesn't work. Oh, jeez. At least it's over, and I can now take this flamethrower to heal all the way back up with my Brutal Shell Aurora combo. Thank you, game. Haven't heard of Armored Core? You would have thought you would have heard about the new one, at least. Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like I haven't heard of too many good video games recently. Like, oh, excuse me. Okay, now that I've cleared my throat a bit, I'm not really sure, but recently, a lot of the new games that I would hear about, I just haven't. Like Sea of Stars, very wonderful RPG game. I loved it to death. A little turn-based RPG. It was beautiful. It was fantastic. And then I didn't know about it until it released. Thank you for the random blitz. Very kind of you. Yeah, I didn't know about it until like the day it released or the day before it released. Just one of the weird. Maybe I just need to follow more gamer news articles. I don't really like news these days. Maybe that's the reason. I generally try to avoid most news on anything, just because, you know, the news only ever really makes me feel sad or angry, and so I don't watch it. There's some things where, you know, you have to watch the news, because you have to know what's going on. Otherwise, we're suffering, things are negative, I'm missing out on stuff, but most I feel like I just... Is he retiring Solo after A Realm Reborn? No, Solo is not retiring, but Solo is going on a vacation after A Realm Reborn. We're gonna take some time to do some other fun challenges once we're finished A Realm Reborn on Solo. We will see where that goes. I should have saved that Aurora for when the mech spawns, because I don't know when the mech is going to spawn, and I would like for the mech to maybe not kill me in terrible ways when it does. He's going again. He's going for the 2. He's going for the Z formation. Oh my god. A beautiful... that was more of an L or a check mark. A beautiful check mark formation from the Magitech gunship. 10 points coming in from the judges across the board. Absolutely flawless. He's been training for years for this moment. Here at the Solo Olympics. Been too scared to watch trailers yourself ever since Kingdom Hearts 3 spoiled a major plot point in the second trailer? I don't even remember that. I guess I didn't watch very many of the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers, but I spent that whole week playing nothing but Kingdom Hearts 3. I must have watched the trailers, right? Yeah, there's no way I didn't. Huh. Since it's doing the flamethrower, I can take the time to heal, and by heal, I mean do a lot of damage. Can you stop using the blitz? Genuinely, it's just random at this point. You're not using it in a sequence. You just decide to use it every once in a while. It does a lot of damage. It hurts my feelings. Can we particularly stop this, Mr. Gunship? Just at least give me a marker if you're gonna get me like that, you know? A marker would be nice, so I can prepare for the incoming tank buster. No? Okay, never mind. My mistake. Are we going for a community game to compensate for Solo's social distancing? Not currently, no. That's not... We'll take a look, though. We'll see. Will I be against other Solos continuing past CT? No. Go ahead. Do whatever you want. If the other Solos keep going past Crystal Tower, there's no problem to me. If anything, that's wonderful. It makes me happy to know that people enjoy the series enough to take it even further than the series goes, at least for the time being. The series is... We're going to have to find a good spot for the series. I think ideally... I have been thinking about it these days, you know? Like, when is the perfect time for Solo only to be finished? When is the time for Solo only to be done? And part of me is like, I can go up to Endwalker, and I can solo some of the normal raids, because that would be hilarious, and it would take 50 minutes, and it would be very fun. Or, you know, maybe we go for something more cinematic, you know? Who knows? I'll figure it out. Maybe a good stopping point is End of Heavensward. Maybe a good stopping point is never, and we just do Solo only forever, and I never do anything else, and then I cry. We'll see. Solo only clearly has to finish Dawn Trail. Oh, you're right. It has to be my main character for finishing Dawn Trail. Yeah. I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep it in mind. Didn't know this. You can unlock Wanderer's Palace before doing Titan. You can unlock Wanderer's Palace from the get-go. If you are in Ul'dah, you can just unlock Wanderer's Palace. In Ul'dah or Gridania. There's absolutely... It is the only dungeon, I think, in A Realm Reborn that doesn't have a requirement of main scenario quests to do. That's going to be a challenge run at some point later. That's going to be very fun. It's the next one that I was thinking of doing, actually. I won't give you the specific details, but it's at least part of an upcoming challenge, you know, just to keep some things a secret. Yeah. Hello, Chad. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. could always do a nice quick playthrough of The Longing. Oh, yeah. Very, very quick speedrun playthrough of The Longing. Very nice. Very good plan. I forget that I can do damage to them with that funny button, so I think I'm gonna do that, actually. Just speed this up a little bit, because we're coming on almost an hour now of doing this dungeon. No, it won't be almost. It's almost 50 minutes, right? Yeah. It's a 90-minute timer. We've got 45 minutes left. It's been about 46 minutes just now, yeah. Crying isn't part of the solo strat, right? It might be. Never know. I did do the Rising on solo, yes. Solo was actually the only one that I did the Rising. I don't even think I ever did the Rising on my main. I think I only did it on solo. So, you know, solo is the main, and my other character is my alt at this point. There's no ways around it. So with that, I did feel it was very funny, honestly, reading through the Rising dialogue with solo. It's very, like, work together, don't do things alone, and I was feeling very called out. It's kind of funny. Am I going to attempt any side content like Alexander? Alexander, I feel like might be possible. At least one or two of the fights from Alexander has a chance of being possible, right? Because Alexander is, you know, it's in Heavensward, so I will have access to the important stuff. I'll have access to Raw Intuition, all of the Heavensward bits. I'll have Fell Cleave for more damage, you know. So maybe it might be doable. I don't know how much would be doable, but who knows? No Kupo adventure for my main. No, that's fine. I could just come back and do it on solo. It gives me a reason to log into solo every once in a while. Called up, but solo has duo. You're right. That's true. Definitely not A12. Listen, okay. If we could solo Alexander, that could be sick. Could be hilarious. When do you think people get? When do you think that the devs get mad at me? Right? What thing could I do at this point for the Final Fantasy devs to be like, how the heck is he doing this? You shouldn't be doing that. Get out of here. We hate you. What could that possibly be? Something that's just like, no. Not allowed ever. How dare you? Because we've been doing some pretty crazy stuff to get our clears so far. Maybe if they saw the Titan one, they would think that. Do ultimate solo? Oh. Solo T13. Yeah, that's not happening. Good luck with that one. We're gonna have to be an Endwalker for that. I think it's a great compliment. I agree. I would love that. Finish an Endwalker. Okay, yeah. That could be it. So we gotta get all the way to Endwalker. That's the new plan. We were just talking about what we're gonna do. Hello, Levius Snake. It's good to see you. Welcome. No tank stance. Oh, you're right. My mistake. Gotta make sure I keep aggro on the mobs. Very important. Once you beat 6.0 solo, they'd probably notice. If I could beat 6.0 solo, that would be crazy. Oh man. Most old content is soloable. They're fine with that. Yeah, I kind of get you. You just let them release a version of the game where they don't need to manage servers because you just play the game alone. Oh, that's true. This, if anything, this is a very large-scale marketing campaign for Yoshi P to release Final Fantasy XIV 3, where it's just Final Fantasy XIV, but you play it alone. No servers, no nothing. It's beautiful.
I have been watching your content on the side. It reinvigorated me to continue FCF and get through MSQ. I am still at EU and almost done. Best of luck, and have a great weekend.
Thank you very much. So, this is very, very kind of you. I appreciate the luck. I very much appreciate the tip. Very kind. And I hope you have a good weekend as well. I'm glad that you're reinvigorated with Final Fantasy XIV. Something important that I will say. Oh, wait, hold on. First, I will say that my alarm is going off, so I must get rid of it. And then I will say, So I feel like I don't really like to do a lot of talking on most things outside of stream. I just kind of like to hang. A lot of people recently are very, like, for some reason, it seems like people don't enjoy the game so much. But I think something important to remind yourself is that we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, right? We're playing Final Fantasy XIV to have fun. If you're out of stuff to do in 14, then play something else, live a good life. Or do something else funny that you've never done before in 14. It's not one of those things where you have to play it, right? It's not a RuneScape with the high score leaderboards that you got to keep up with for all those grinds. It's not a World of Warcraft or Arcade where if you don't go in and do your dailies, well, I don't really know about World of Warcraft, but for Arcade at the very least, if you don't go in and do your dailies, then by the time you come back, the entire server will be so far ahead of you that you can't play anymore. It's like, just take a break, There's not really anything that competitive about it. Take a break, come in every once in a while. If you have a house, just step into it for a moment and then you're done. It's a good time, We can live. You are allowed to step away. And then when you can log into Final Fantasy XIV and the experience that you are creating for yourself through the playground you have been given is making you smile, then that's when you play Final Fantasy XIV again, If you're not playing it, if you're not logging in every day and enjoying yourself and doing the thing that you want to do, then, maybe find a thing you want to do. It doesn't have to be the game. I'm glad to hear, though, that it seems like a lot of folks are in that same spot with not wanting to do it anymore, feeling kind of rough with it, like, I don't really want to go to finish up the MSQ. I'm glad that we've got some reinvigorated ones. Life is a very ebb and flow, You've got your... I have my desire to play Final Fantasy XIV today, and then tomorrow I will have my desire to play Payday 3 instead, and then I won't want to log into Final Fantasy XIV, so I won't. It's just one of those. It's actually pretty... My FC makes fun of me a lot for it. Before I did solo, I just did raid nights. I would log in to play Savage raids, and that was it. I would get on, raid day, I would log out. And I would never play the game otherwise, because I didn't feel like it. I'm not the kind of guy that wants to level up all of his classes to 90, and that was me for a long time. And that made me happy. And then I didn't hate Final Fantasy XIV, because I got to do just the things I was happy to enjoy when I logged in. That's a good one. And then this time around, I'm taking a break from raids, because you know what? Maybe we take some time away. And here we are. Now I'm happy. I'm excited. Playing solo only, living the good life. We've got a big dragon to take down and enrage to defeat. We've got 12 minutes on food. Your desire to find anything other than Palace to do is so strong. Oh, God. Solo over after this? Not over, but taking a vacation for a bit while I try out some other challenges and stuff, and then coming back. That's your grandpa. He's a very nice man. A very nice old man. I do like him. He's very welcoming. It's not every day you get the kind of hospitality where you have a gigantic dragon staring down at you from some kind of cavernous cave of his own skeleton and rocks. It's pretty sick. Huh. Pretty good. Okay. Right. I'm gonna start trying this. We're fingers crossed that it goes well. We need to get far. So this first... the break would be after Crystal Tower, ref. So the break from this will be... Or not the break from... The goal for this, what I'm doing right here, we get to Enrage. I'm going to use my Strength pot. I have 2 Strength pots, right? I'm going to use it once I get to Enrage. We've got food buff up. We still have 11 minutes on it. I need to see how far we can get. If we're not within 10% or 20% of making Enrage, we will likely have to come back in on Silence Echo instead of doing this thing. This might be the first dungeon that forces Silence Echo, but we will see. Good luck. I'm going to focus for a bit on this first run, just so that I can make sure that I'm doing everything right for these tests. Yeah, and for what I was saying before with Midgard being much higher stats with the eye level requirement for this, you can see it just in the health pool. Normally a 1-2-3 combo will probably get us down to 93 to 90%, the full No Mercy combo, but this one got us nowhere. Probably about here. Yeah. Okay. Nice and safe, no worries. Disgust? What do you mean disgust? Lit me on fire, dude. What the heck? I'm gonna have to be pretty close in for this. Grandpa, you have a very nice nose, I'm noticing. Very well kept. Okay. My strength pot, and good luck. Okay, wow, 38%, huh? Wow. I wonder how I could do that from here. Maybe. I mean, swapping to AoE was a 30% difference, just about. We got from 60 to 38. What gear have I got? I'm wearing the Shire right now, so at least these 3 pieces are stat capped fully. Lost a few seconds of strength pot, using it too early. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What options do we have? Warrior 255, that's gonna be worse overall than this. Augmented iron works. Don't have any other earrings, right? I could swap to, is the augmented, it's crit direct hit, strength, okay. Yeah, let's just flat better stats than this. This one is tenacity, skill speed. What about also tenacity, skill speed, okay. Crit spell speed, no. Crit direct hit versus direct hit tenacity. We lose 6 strength. Six strength, but gain 15 crits. What about rings? Direct hit. This is determination, tenacity. Okay, let's try it with DPS food here. Losing main stat is almost always not worth it, though. Yeah, I agree. The strength drop there is too much. Try to get in as many burst tracks as possible in the no mercy window. Okay, that might... Yeah, maybe that's it. Okay, I'm gonna swap over to the Flint Caviar for DPS food rather than the tank food we've been using for this dungeon so far. We don't have any of these strength pots. I'm gonna save the strength pot until I can get closer. If we can get a run where I have a system planned out and we're down to like 10% ish, then I'll use strength pot after that. Do I have any poisoning potions? I have one I could use. It's not great, but can be used. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, popping strength a bit later will probably be good. It'll also just be getting used to how long it takes for them to spawn in once the phase transitions there. Wouldn't Ironworks with Materia give more stats since Synced Gear has its Materia disabled? Not really. Since you can't Materia Ironworks gear, so it wouldn't be able to be better now. Pop it out and weave after first GCD, mate. Potent poison potion affect the ads? It can affect the ads. It can affect pretty much anything at this point in the game. The main issue with it is it doesn't do much damage, right? So it does about 250 total, I think, which on these guys isn't even going to be a percent. That's like an extra auto attack, basically. Alright, I'm just gonna... Again, I'm gonna go full silent for these for a bit while I try and figure out the best way to do this. I apologize in advance. That was wrong. I should have done Burst Strike first. And that was also wrong because I need to be doing the AoE. If I prepped for this No Mercy, it would have gone better, I think. Prepping for that No Mercy maybe would have done better, but I was still within 7%. Hello, Kashad. Welcome. Hello. How's it going? Okay. Don't think this is possible without Sonic Break. I'm kind of in the same boat at the moment, but I'm gonna run out the timer that we've got for a bit, at least a bit longer. We won't have food. We'll have to use the tenacity food for the next time we come back to boss, but I want to at least keep doing this for a while until I'm confident that I'm comfortable with it. I did it the best I could have, and there was no way for me to have succeeded. If only Fatal Circle wasn't so late in the rotation, yeah. It would be... What actions does Gunbreaker get? I mean, a Gnashing Fang would be huge. Rough Divide even would be a nice addition as well for an OGCD hit. Yeah. And Faded Circle. Yeah, God, that's 72 for the cartridge AoE. Cartridge AoE would be incredible. Who would have thought this dungeon would be an issue? Yeah, I definitely didn't. I thought Keeper of the Lake was going to be probably the easiest thing that we had done since getting into post-ARR, but here we are. It's terrible. Okay, so just... I saved my cartridges during the main fight there, so we'll do... I need to know how many cartridges I can use before No Mercy is about to come up, because I need 3 cartridges ready for No Mercy, plus Danger Zone. Okay. 3 cartridges on No Mercy plus Danger Zone. 3 cartridges. If I know what GCD, if I can count the GCDs until No Mercy is back up, that'll do it. Back to Palace you go. Good luck. Good luck, Fred. It's good to see you. I hope you have a wonderful time in your Palace grinding. Okay. And day 1, 2, it pops up. That was again the wrong thing. I needed to do Burst Strike first. That was a wasted piece there. It's fine. No Mercy's in 30 seconds. I'm gonna build my gauge back up for now. Two more AoE combos. I don't use Burst Strike here. Actually, I do. Just once. I'm gonna do the AoE finisher so I can get this. Yeah, no, that was just as bad. Okay, this doesn't seem like the one, gamers. I don't think that's... I need to finish the one dragon faster. If I didn't swap there, it probably would have gone wrong. Hello, Popular. It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good first experience with Big Dragon Dad. We're gonna... Okay. I need to be more conscious on if the dragon is still alive. I dropped aggro on that first one because I thought I killed it. I need to do the Burst Strike immediately on start with No Mercy instead of wasting the solid barrel. It was good to see you, Hint. Have a wonderful day and have a good weekend. Okay. It's still at the back of my mind, it feels like there's a chance. Is this even possible? Synced? You can't get non-echo. You can't get non-epic echo, right? Yeah, you cannot get non-epic echo. That's what we're trying. We're trying to figure out if this is possible synced or not. The hope is yes, it will be possible, but we will see. We'll keep testing until we're pretty much guaranteed. After your No Mercy, you can go back to the 1-2-3 combo. Solid Barrel does 20 potency less than Burst Strike, so it's still really nice. New faster cartridges might be a damage loss overall. It's not for the faster cartridges specifically. It is a DPS gain to use my AoE combo rather than using Solid Barrel. Because if we're using Solid Barrel, we're only hitting a single target. That was stupid of me. The single target damage 1, 2, 3 for Solid Barrel versus the 1, 2, 3 for AoE combo. The 1, 2, 3 AoE is much stronger. I don't remember what the specific number was, but I can do the math here probably while we're waiting for this. So 150, 240, so that's 390, and then 710. 710 on 1, 2, 3 versus 200, 520, 900. So it's 900 potency to be doing the AoE 1-2 combo, then Burst Strike, versus the 710 potency 1, 2, 3 for Solid Barrel. Okay. We're focused, we're thinking, we're planning, we're thinking. First strike properly that time. Fat figured to interject there, so that's unlucky, but that's fine. That's the best it gets. We're not getting past that. Unlucky. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. I threw in the strength pot, poisoning pot as well, just to try for that one. But there's yeah, we can't get past that. That is crazy, crazy difficult. Oh my god. Ugh. But that was a flawless run. That felt good. That felt really good. That felt like I genuinely did that perfectly. So I can at least be happy that that was as good as that could have been. It was as good as it could have been. So, for the first time, Silence Echo. For the very first time, we are $4. Madeline, what the heck are you doing over there on the ground? What is going on? For the first time, a dungeon is forcing us to silence Echo. Actually, is that true? Did we silence Echo the, No, we didn't silence Echo Wanderers. We never finished Wanderers. I want to refresh pods. Since I'm going in at Silence Echo, I won't have to. The DPS difference between level 50 to level 60, even in just my kit, is more than those pots would have ever done for us. The best attempt, that one just now, we got it to 32%, I believe. I would have to go back and see the exact number, but yeah, I think it was somewhere around 32%-ish. Might be able to do it with Warrior? Huh. It's a good... I think I'll have to double check, but I think Gunbreaker Kit is higher DPS than Warrior. I do have to check that, yeah. Warrior DPS level 50 is significantly higher? Are you sure? Because we're... Not the first time Castra and Praetorium exist. Oh, I guess you're right. But do those really count? Do they really? Warrior would have to do single DPS, can't build gauge with AoE. Yeah, that's okay. Before I commit to that, I am gonna take the time to take a look at Warrior, just to be sure here. So right now as Gunbreaker, I'm getting 900 potency for my 1-2-3 combo. Across 3 GCDs, I can do 900 potency worth of damage. For Warrior, if I'm doing AoEs, it'd be 220, 520, and then back to overpower, so 740. And then heavy swing is 1-2-3, so 150, 400, 780. Yeah, that's still about 120 potency off. And then let's say we do the 1-2-3. Let's turn it into a 1-2-3-4, right? So we'll do 1-2-3. That gets us 30 beast cage. So we had to do 2 1-2-3 combos for every steel cyclone. So we'll say that we get half a steel cyclone every 3 GCDs. Or every 4 GCDs. So 1-2-3... and then 170. Maybe, actually. That is better. But yeah, Storm's Eye, that's... Yeah, the consistent buff versus the shorter No Mercy window. It's a constant 10%. Yeah, it's true. So 1-2-3 combo, we get... What was 1-2-3 again? 150, 400, 780. Add 78 onto that. So we're at 850. 850-ish, right? Yeah, 858. The 1-2-3 combo on its own is still lower potency, but then adding in the 1-2-3-4, we get 858 plus 170, so 920, 1028. 1028 potency over 4 GCDs versus Gunbreaker. That's the armor stuff. Versus 1, 200, 320. 200, wait, sorry. 200, 520, 600, 900, 1100. There's about 1100 potency for either. Huh. I think that should be about equivalent. Again, I'm not sure about potency, but it should be accurate. There can be some small differences. but see how Ender goes. Perhaps you need Gunbreaker's healing in the end. Oh, that's a good point as well. Yeah, I don't know if Warrior would be able to heal through that second boss because of the ad phase. Either way, yeah. I'm just gonna do once more. So we do a 1-2-3 combo. 150, 400, 780. We had 78. So we're at 858. 858, 928, 1028. Yeah, no, it's higher potency overall for the Gunbreaker for 1, 2, 3, 4. If you start with more AoE combos into 1, 2, 3s, you gain 1 GCD before the buff. But the I get the buff with my 1, 2, 3 combo anyway, because I could just use Storm's Eye here, right? And if anything, it would be more optimal for me to start off with this Storm's Eye, because that's 380 potency versus the 300 if I got both of them. Okay. Either way, I'm pretty confident after the little potency math check we had there that it's not gonna make a difference. And rather than waste an hour, I will come back another time for it. Oh, hello. Friend requests. I would love to have some friends. Hold on. We've got Solo Tataru. Very impressive. Tataru's finally going out on their own. Solo Catman. Hello, Solo Catman. Sorry, I was a bit focused on numbers. Okay. Great. Fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna go with Gunbreaker. I'm probably at some point down the road gonna do my own check for this with some reattempts on Warrior later, but for right now, Gunbreaker gets us through. Payday time then, you guys. No, it's not payday time just yet. I still have to clear Keeper first. Keeper is the most important. We're getting through this first. If you pre-buff perfectly with Berserk, it might be possible. Maybe. Yeah, because the Berserk guaranteed crit direct hit. Maybe. Yeah, we'll have to go back and give this another shot with Warrior at some point. I need to check if Warrior can heal through it, but I'm not confident, but not confident doesn't mean I'm not going to try. I think right now you can start Berserk 8 seconds early, maybe. But how long is Berserk cooldown? Is it a minute? Would I get it twice? Maybe Berserk does do it. Now I'm second guessing myself. Okay. We're gonna try up the first boss on Warrior. We're gonna check how the healing does and see if we're able to make it. Yeah. Make sure we've got the best gear we can on. We've got a level sync. We'll give it another shot with Warrior. We'll see how first boss goes. If first boss is doable, then I hope that second boss is doable. And we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a while. It's a large time commitment to lose, but that's okay. I'm happy to give it at least one shot. Yeah, 60 seconds. I don't think it's 2 minutes for that in Rage, is it? Oh, the vengeance might help as well there. The extra damage on the ads from vengeance I wasn't even really thinking about. I think they auto-attack once or twice during GCDs. So how much potency does vengeance add? Believe in Bill? You know what? I do believe in Bill. You're right. Bill's coming back. I just gotta believe that Bill can get us through all of the crabs and the other mobs, and then we will make it. If I continuously go behind the crabs, they will try to hit me with their behind AoE, and then I don't get hit. Because I give plenty of time. Nope, never mind. He's just not doing it. The dream is dead. A tragedy in 4 parts. Part number 1, I'm sad. Part number 2, I did not get to do the cool thing that I was talking about. Part number 3, sad. A lot of parts. Maybe we just mega potion. I could use up all the mega potions I like, because I've got plenty of those, and I'm not going to use those at any point. So, what other potions do I have? Mega potions? I have 8 X potions. Oh, fantastic. Perfect. Glad to know that I can fall back on those at any point, should I need to. I should not have come to fight these with such low health, but here I am. Probably gonna have to do a lot of kiting in comparison to Gunbreaker for these mobs to be able to kill one thing before death, but that's fine. It's a part of life. It's not going so great. They're still kind of hitting me a lot, but at the very least, they're not murdering. I'll reduce their damage a little bit, throw on vengeance, and hope that we can get some decent leeway here. Okay. Bill is just camera shy. Oh. No, you're right. You're right. Bill is camera shy. It's been a while since they were up at the front. They've got to take their time to get used to it again. It's an adjustment. Cut him some slack. He's doing his best. Does this mean we have to die to mob pulls? Probably, but that's okay. Is Wrath's promised to defeat a famine if he can get the stats where it's still on the table, because it is possible to get 403 plus gathering? If you can get me 403 gathering, yes, I will pivot to finishing the Feast of Famine promise. The only difference is the Ironworks achievement fishing rod is not on the table because that requires every big fish. And I don't know if I could stomach all that fishing. Maybe one day. But as of right now, probably not. I mean, you had Limsa? Exactly. Limsa was a one-off. I'm not going back to that fishing. And at least with Limsa, I didn't have to... I just got on the boat, okay? I didn't have to keep track of every single fish in the game. Limsa just got on a ship and fished for a while, and then there were 2 fish he cared about, the golden fin and the octomammoth. Going to hate you. It is possible to craft Heaven's Word Disciple of Land armor, which gives the gathering sets required, which means desynthing Ironworks. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is a pretty good option. We can consider it. Maybe we'll get to that after the Crystal Tower journey. That can be Solo's last bit before vacation. Which means more Palace of the Dead. Oh god. Anything but this. Anything but more Palace. I thought I was free. Well, free as far as my max potions will get me at the very least. Okay, we heal up to full. I'll probably kill the fish rather than the big blind toad thing. I don't know what the heck that is, but probably avoid that for now. If only you could run Palace with other solo players. I think that would be worse if anything. More people. You're stuck there for just as long. And then you all have to suffer together. I would feel terrible. Because then, when you think about it, whoever still needs to grind their gear, it's their fault that everyone has to continue doing Palace. It is entirely because of them that I have 40 more floors to grind of Palace of the Dead. And then, or because of me, right? And then I would never be able to bring myself to do it. I'd be like, no, I can't ask them to do more floors. It's already been bad enough. It would be my fault if I said I still needed 400 poetics, you know? They don't want to do another 80 floors. I don't want to do another 80 floors. Palace of the Blue Mage Palace would be kind of sick. I don't know if it would make very much of a difference for the... Maybe it would make a difference for the speed of grind, but I feel like Palace goes pretty fast with the... Once you have, like, capped gear for the floors you're doing, especially if you're on a DPS. Oh, just run Castrum as blue, you're right. What am I missing for fishing stats? I have the optimal gear that I can get, not including what was just mentioned on getting the Ironworks equipment. You need 403 gathering to be able to do Feast of Famine. And 403 gathering is not possible with my equipment. Even with melding, the meld caps for the gear are too low for you to be able to get anything out of it. Or get enough gathering from it, is what I meant. Hello, frog. Goodbye, frog. Specifically, you need to craft a wyvern skin jerkin and a holy rainbow work gloves, then simply use materia to hit the stat cap on all your gear. This gives 410 gathering without a food buff. Oh, okay. That's pretty huge. You know, part of me wants to say that I like the sound of this. Another part of me does not want to say that because I do not like the sound of this. But, you know, it's however it goes, I suppose. It gives us a new avenue to attempt. Thank Hot One of the streams. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, game. Okay. At the very least, the mob pulls are not as bad as I expected them to be. And with that in mind, maybe the bosses won't be as bad as I expected them to be. Second boss, I'm not sure how that's going to go. But second boss isn't a problem yet, so I don't have to think about it. Every stream is a fishing stream. You know, at this point, you're right, because on the Keeper of the Lake stream, we're planning out how to get Disciple of the Land gear for my fisher. Every stream really is a fishing stream. Thanks for all the solo strats. As a free trial player, even if you're not doing it solo, they're actually super useful. Good, I'm glad. I'm very glad to hear that it's useful to someone who is not as insane as me. It's very nice. The Disciple of Mage Ironworks armor descends into Holy Rainbow Core? Does it? That would be cool. Does this mean Titan is down? It does. Titan has been defeated. Second boss is a future wrath problem? Yeah, exactly. We have to hope that future wrath is very fast at this rate, because we're not looking the best on time at the moment, but that's okay so long as we get there eventually. Okay. Time to see if this dungeon is gonna make this incredibly tough. Yeah, it has been so far. It's definitely been a rough one. Quick check-in, gamers. Does anybody know if the Payday 3 servers are good at the moment? Because if they're all fixed up, then we can be back to the plan of doing Payday 3 immediately. I'm gonna try anyway, but would like to set the expectation a little. Okay. That guess you get holy water by descending the titanium alloy mirror that grand companies sell for 5k sales. What the heck is a titanium alloy mirror? I wonder what rank do you have to be to purchase that? Because if it's any rank higher than the bare minimum, we won't be able to get it. Titanium alloy. They're still dying? Okay. I will keep that in mind. So this fight is going to be a battle against time and me healing, but that's okay. Second Lieutenant works. It's a Heavensward relic material. Okay. Gotcha. Went through all those 5,000 seal items, to be honest, and while they give a nice selection, they're not useful. You can get it, I know, because it's been capable of version. Okay, gotcha. Why can't you get anything past basic? The captain stuff we can't get. Anything that requires us to complete squadrons is the stuff that we're not able to get, basically. Because the squadrons would require going into dungeons with NPCs and yada yada. All that boring stuff. Very technically not allowed. Entering the instance with an NPC at all is against the rules, so. It is available, okay. So that is something we can keep in mind. A feasible way to do Feast of Famine. Is it particularly useful to most solos? I would say no. Is it useful to me? It's useful so that Saint can ruin me once again. That's a good one. One thing's locked up by squadrons are the loot boxes. Okay, gotcha. Well, there's also the gear, right? So there's like the highest level Grand Company armor is locked behind squadrons. So. Hello, Blue. Thank you. Had to go double check numbers because Sleepy Brain needed to know stuff to be sure. Okay. What numbers are you looking at? I love to know numbers. Feast of Famine isn't real. I've been tricked. What do you mean? Has this all been just a hoax to get me to do some fake fishing quest? Looking at your fisher quest, you said he had 411 with ARR gear and food. Is Halcyon Lucis not possible in your rule set? Yes, it is not, because it is a quest reward piece of... It is a quest reward tool, so I'm not allowed to get those. It's nice that the mega potions are working for this, actually. The less max potions I have to use, the better. They're not particularly working at this exact moment because I'm about to get hit with a tank buster and I don't have very much health to take that hit, but they have been working otherwise. Good luck. Not terrible. Could have been worse, actually, so I'm happy with that. Okay, let's use a max potion from here because I'm getting a bit low. From never heard of you for then watching a YouTube 20-hour speedrun and you loved and see your live a couple hours later. Hello, it's good to see you. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed the speedrun video. It was a wonderful time, a lot of fun to do. The next speedrun video was a lot less fun to do, but I did it and that's all that matters. If you could do me a favor, my dear Einhander, and not viciously murder me with the upcoming Tank Buster that I don't have any way to heal past because I don't have Thrill of Battle up, that would be super cool. I'm gonna hit home, gang. Didn't need it, but just barely didn't need it. Nope, that's a death. Yeah, wow, I died to the arrow blast. Oh, come on, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. The max potions to stay higher health overall. If I pop food buff here, I won't have any food buff for final boss. Okay. Okay. What? Is there any difference? Any difference? Yeah, I guess I should have made more food, huh? That's okay. That's fine. We'll do a full round of max potions instead of the mega potions we were using. The base Halcyon Rod is a quest reward, but you can also get it as an otherwise unattainable NPC purchased from the Calamity Salvager. Oh, okay. That's not too bad of an idea. Not too bad at all. Thank you for the food reminder, Kin. I'm not using the food because if I use it now, I won't have it for final boss, but it is appreciated. It was appreciated all the same. Okay. Hopefully we do a bit better this time. I can at least do a little bit of damage here at the start of the fight. Wouldn't that apply to any class job gear? I suppose so, yeah. But I'm not in love with the idea of using the loophole. It's nice that it's there as a break glass in case of emergency. It's not really ruining the account, but also it's not that great, you know? Like, I could do that right now with the Gunbreaker equipment, but... yeah, I'm just gonna have to use the max potions for this. I can't skimp on max potions if I'm gonna do this as warrior. Howdy, what did you miss? We did some solid attempts as Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker is not looking so hot for this dungeon level synced. So we're gonna be doing a warrior attempt. And then if the warrior attempt doesn't go well, I'm worried about second boss, but I'm not at second boss yet, so I'm not thinking about it too much. If the warrior attempts don't go great, then this will be a forced silence echo dungeon. Aren't you supposed to be doing a tank buster right now? No, I guess not. Just decided not to or something? What's going on, buddy? We should be all set from here. So long as I just use the max potions when they come up. Don't get too greedy with my GCDs and we're fine. Take the Thrill of Battle heal. I didn't even know this was a thing, but somebody told me this last time that there's a trait for warrior later where Thrill of Battle increases the healing you receive, which is a little bit insane. Just a little bit absolutely crazy. I love the sound of that, and I cannot wait for the day we get that. That'll be beautiful. Think of all the extra healing we could get just from existing. Huh. A dream situation, true. Alright, Mr. One-Hander. I'm gonna have to ask you to maybe not tank buster me. Okay? I see we are not taking suggestions at the moment. maybe a little. 20% self-healing potency. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be so good. Raw intuition plus thrill of battle, self-healing potency. Come on. That'll be amazing. I greeted a GCD when I should not have. I should not have been doing damage there. I should have been going for heals instead, and yet here I am. Mr. Mistake Maker in the flesh. And this time we get the Tank Buster. Very nice. It's not looking great. Not looking great. But we lived the Aeroblast, so that's a step up from last time. Got boss 40%. Did I see that Square announced a tabletop RPG? I did. And it looks very, very good. I would like to give it a shot sometime. I do love D&D, so the tabletop RPG from Mr. Square Enix themselves would be amazing. I wonder if that was one of the new things that the new CEO brought in. Just immediately off the bat, they were like, hey, let's make D&D, but Final Fantasy. Like, who was the one that chose to do that? I died at this. Yeah, no question. Okay. Warrior can't do first boss. Great. You already pre-ordered the tabletop? Oh my god. I was really close to doing it myself. I was really close to pre-ordering the tabletop myself as well, but man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. Okay, get me the heck out of there. So there's a lot of bodies. Too many bodies for my liking. We're gonna just real quick, just get out of here. Thank you. Fantastic. Poetic, since Final Fantasy was originally an homage to D&D. Was it? Okay. That's kind of cool. It's crafted some people's to death. Come on. What are you doing out there? I'd be a little more careful with that hammer. Is it literally a tabletop RPG? It is literally a tabletop RPG. Yes. It's not like a Baldur's Gate thing or a tabletop simulator kind of thing. It's like a proper in-hand tabletop RPG. It's beautiful. Can you see the Fisher stats? Maybe someday. At this exact moment, no, because I would like to go kill Mr. Big Grandpa Dragon. The Blues gave their lives for greater power. Speaking of the Blues, actually, now that I think about it, are we able to kill any of the bosses? If we're able to kill the second boss with Doom, or the first boss with Doom, maybe Blue Mage might be viable, but I'm not sure. Am I aware of the unofficial Final Fantasy tabletop stuff? I've not. I've never heard of Final Fantasy tabletops before. There's also a trading card game. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty nice. I do love trading card games as well. I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan, personally. Yu-Gi-Oh and the Magic of the Gathering. The VOD isn't up anymore, but there was, at the start of that 24-hour stream where I did, well, 24 hours is stretching. At the start of the stream where I did the speedrun, I did a pack opening of, I got the collector's box for the Lord of the Rings cards. The collector's edition box for the fancy dancy Lord of the Rings cards that came out. It had that chance for the $1 million card in it. It was a thing of beauty. All I really wanted was the land cards that had Minas Tirith on it, and I got a lot of those, so I was very happy. But recently I saw that they're doing like new cards for the Lord of the Rings set, and I'm like, why were they not included in the initial release? It's very confusing. Favorite quote from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is every country in the world belongs to America. I mean, come on. He's a classic. The best character in the show. I don't even remember his name. He was in the Pegasus arc for like a few hours, and then that would maybe like 2 episodes. Final Fantasy TCG plays very similarly to Magic. Okay, that's kind of cool. I might have to check it out at some point. I'm just saying, listen, if I've got a Square Enix gamer in chat, if you want to send me a cool pack of cards to open on stream, I'll take it. No questions asked. There's a few exceptions to this rule, but I will make an exception for you, Mr. Final Fantasy. For the tabletop, Fabula Ultima is based on JRPGs in general. As you can tell by the name, Final Fantasy in specific. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. You have the link to the tabletop. You'd like to look at it. Blue, would you mind getting the link to the tabletop from Square? That would be fantastic if you wouldn't mind posting that. I would very much appreciate it, gamer. Or if I have any other mods in chat that would be willing to do that. Did it not? Why did it not pull me? I'm very confused. We hit frog. Frog die, yes. Every time you played a Final Fantasy related card game, it's always like super cute and super complicated. I feel like a lot of card games are super complicated because it's hard to not be with a card game, right? Especially at this point with all of the card games that do exist, it's hard to be unique and not be super complicated. Chocobo's Crystal Hunt, which is super, super, super cute, and the hardest to understand card game you've ever played? Really? I've never heard of this. Chocobo's Crystal Hunt? Wasn't there a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon-esque game that was along those lines? Thank you, Cheyenne. Cheyenne has linked to the tabletop game. Step away for 5 minutes and get back to Rat asking about mods. Hello, mods. Hello. Just joined from last stream. He hasn't gotten past the beeper of the bake yet. Yeah, it is forcing us to silence Echo. It's too high stat requirement. It is truly too high. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, yeah, look at that. That was sick. I really wanted to play that, but I never got around to it. It looked super cute. I'm really into the Mystery Dungeon-esque game formula. I don't know what it was about Mystery Dungeon that I loved so much as a kid, but it has stuck in my brain ever since. Specifically, it's also roguelikes, like Enter the Gungeon and Binding of Isaac, fill the void for that Mystery Dungeon desire. Since, you know, I haven't played a Mystery Dungeon game in a very long time. I never played any of the newer ones, like Gates to Infinity. When they went 3D, I didn't really like it as much. Just because, like, it didn't feel this. It felt weird, right? Just the perspective switch, I think, was the jarring bit for me. Isn't Palace just a Final Fantasy XIV Mystery Dungeon? You're right. I mean, yeah, that's pretty accurate. The problem with having to do the Silence Echo is that the Enrage is going to be the actual problem that we need to Silence Echo for. And then, golly gee willikers, the rest of this dungeon is just going to be me taking a nap. I should try out the OG Shiren the Wanderer. Okay, maybe. I'll give that. I'll take a look. What was it for? The Monster House. You said that, and the music started playing in my mind. That hurts. Fear and panic have begun. Oh god, I've been playing another game recently called V Rising, which is kind of like a. I don't know if you probably people know what Rust is, right? Rust is a bit. Oh, my alarm. Excuse me. Rust is, in case you don't know, is basically like if you imagine a Minecraft game, right? Where you make a cool base. Thank you very much, Mikesh, for becoming a member. Maybe it's your re-membership. It's very kind. But yeah, it's Rust is like, imagine Minecraft, but it's filled with a lot of really angry people who blow up your house and steal your stuff. That's Rust. And V Rising is kind of like that, except I don't play it with other people, so I don't have to deal with people being angry and blowing up my house. And also, they've got like, you're like a cool little vampire guy, and then you run around and you find people, and they have like the blood qualities or whatever. Like this dude is a warrior, and you drink the warrior's blood and you get the warrior buffs. It's kind of cool. It's a fun little experience. You get to build a castle and stuff. It's pretty nice. Well, thank you very much for becoming a member of the Una Rigs Archives. It's very kind of you. That's where the nuke parry thing is from? Yeah, I think that sounds about right. I can believe that. You own V Rising, played it near launch. I didn't even know. I don't know when it launched. I just kind of picked it up at some point. It was like put on my Steam feed, and I was like, wow, that sounds kind of cool. Why not? And then I got it, and I played a little bit. I never played on the servers, right? I only ever made my own server. I played with my buddies for a bit, and then this recent one, I was just playing solo, just to enjoy some edgy vampire experiences, be cool. It was nice. It was a fun time. That may have particularly been part of the reason why I've been up until 2 a.m. on a few nights, but I'll never tell. So, just saying. If you don't tell, I won't tell. It's one of those. But outside of that, I guess. Nowadays, I haven't really been doing much playing video games. Very recently, I've just been reading stuff and watching videos and then editing my videos instead of doing too many things. Aren't the male vampires built like Doritos? Yes, that does sound right. Yeah. Pretty much every character is a Dorito. It's great. What games is everybody playing these days? Because I had a good stint for Baldur's Gate. I may or may not have gotten to the end of Baldur's Gate and then not finished it. But I will go back at some point and finish. I swear. One of these days. But for right now, I'm back on the Final Fantasy bit with solo only. I had a little bit of time away from solo to do some speed runs, and then we've been just hopping back to everything. Cyberpunk? Okay. Sounds pretty nice. I did love Cyberpunk when it initially came out. My ideal was the car driving in that game was perfect. It had such good drifting. It felt amazing, and that was all I did while I played Cyberpunk. I just found a cool car and I drove around really fast. It was very nice. Do I prefer... It's Danger Dorito, preferably, Chris. I'm not much of a safety square, and I don't even know what the heck that other one is. Never heard of that before in my life, but Danger Dorito is the preferred methodology. Ever closer towards Heavensward, the return of Feast of Famine. That's right, you haven't forgotten. Oh, thank goodness it's in Heavensward. And you weren't here earlier when somebody was saying that there's a way that we could do it without getting to Heavensward. Oh, God. Yeah, there is, Saints, there is in fact a path to get it cleared. Playing some Minecraft while watching the stream, that sounds nice. Minecraft is always a wonder. Are you more of a modded Minecraft player or a vanilla? I'm pretty big modded player. I do a lot of the modded Minecraft things. It's pretty much all I do for Minecraft. I don't really play vanilla these days whenever I do. Well, sounds like you've got some fishing to do, boyo. Oh, God. I suppose you're correct. I'm gonna get around to the fishing soon, TM. And by soon, TM, of course, I mean I will get around to the fishing after Crystal Town. Playing modded, trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. Ooh, okay. There we go. It's nice to have a purpose with Minecraft. I'm not very good at just going into a game and not having like a thing to do in that game. I'll just kind of sit around for a while and then leave. So Minecraft is pretty dangerous for me in that sense. I'm not good at making my own plan for it. I just want to like play the game. I want to be told some funny quest to do so that I can go do the quest. Also, the Dead Necromancer title will be solos one day. Maybe one day, yes. One day we will return to our Necromancer attempt. We have one character, a save right now that is at floor 171, waiting for the day we return and get 99.99 Aether Pool. But man, is that a long ways off. Vanilla Minecraft is therapy, you play it to vibe. Yeah, I could see that. It's a very slow, don't really have too much to worry about, a relaxing experience. Yeah, I get it. Pray return to the palace and then anything with this, I think. Oh, heaven on high grinding. Okay, very nice. That's gonna be my ideal title, honestly. For solo, Necromancer is a pretty good one. Just in terms of like prestige, right, and the difficulty to get it. But another part of me is just like the best title for solo thematically is Lone Hero, and I don't think there's a single question to that. Lone Hero is the perfect title for our dear boy. So that does mean we have to get to Stormblood, but you know, it'll be worth it once we get there. Put a lot of time into getting the Lone Hero title and continue onwards. Same way, you can't focus on farmer grind games. Give me quests, tell me what to do. I have the same problem with RuneScape, right? I love RuneScape to death, and I have many hundreds of hours in RuneScape, if not thousands of hours. But like, if I don't have a purpose, I'm just not able to do it. I'll open the game and then I'll close it, you know? Sometimes it's like I want to get the funny cape so that I look cool, and then I'll do that for a bit. Lonely Explorer to Lone Hero, a statement of our journey. Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe we do titles. There's not really a title in Heavensward that would fit for it, right? So we would have to do Necromancer if we did titles for the season difference. Did an almost speedrun of Eureka Orthos with friends to floor 100 today. Okay, very nice. Floor 70 is very respectable. The correct title progress for solo is Lonely Explorer, Lone Hero, and Grandmaster Caster. What the heck? Since when have I ever played a caster class? What would that take? Would that be, is that every casting class to 90? I don't even know what the, yeah, I can't think of what that one is. I feel like if it's Grandmaster, it must be 90, right? 75% means we get the little dude spawning soon, right? Is it 70? Oh, the big fish achievement. No, I can't. You can't make me. I refuse. There are some things that maybe I will be convinced into, but that one, no, never. I could never bring myself to do it. It's been rough enough trying to do Feast of Famine. Final Fantasy 14 based official one. You might start hitting the D&D books to make something for a homebrew. That could be pretty cool. Yeah, I do love homebrews for D&D. I will admit. Okay, maybe this makes me an edgelord, okay? But that's fine. I will accept that title. There was a bit where, for the D&D characters I would make, I found a homebrew. I found a homebrew class that I would play whenever the DM would allow it, and I don't want to say it. I don't even want to. I want to think about it, but it was the Naruto Ninja homebrew class. It was hilarious. I loved it to death. It's so stupid. You've got it had the water prison thing, which was basically just a hold person spell. It was kind of like a mix between a monk, like the caster monk, and I guess a rogue would be the best way to put it. It was a lot of fun. It was really stupid fun. But the homebrew stuff that's why I like it so much. You can get a lot of stupid fun that you never think about with the proper D&D class. Hello, Han. Welcome, gamer. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Just imagine a giant dragon getting one shot by a Rasen shuriken. Oh, God. Don't make me think about it. I can't even remember if that was an option. I think I always did the water guy. I would just use the water spells. So I would have water prison. And what the heck else? What? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Bring that homebrew to the Final Fantasy 14 tabletop. Oh God. The Naruto Final Fantasy crossover we've been waiting for. That's the one. That's the one. Want to talk edgelord? Fabula Ultima literally has Dark Knight sustained by hate. They feel for their enemies as a mechanic. That's super cool. I love that. I have the primal urge, gamers. I'm sorry to say. The primal urge to be edgy. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's just something that I have to live with. Even that line was edgy, and I didn't even think about it. You know, it's terrible. I'm stuck with this forever. No matter how wholesome we are, always the edgelord underneath. It's okay to be edgy, just have to have good humor about it. That's the dream. Not being so edgy that we ruin the thought that, you know, maybe other people don't consider me as cool as I consider me in my head. You've seen Sasuke Uchiha in Primal earlier? That's godlike. Okay, very nice. Very nice. We had Sasuke Uchiha in my chat one day. I remember that. And it's still one of the most cursed chats I've ever had. You can be edgy, just don't be an edgelord. I'll try my best. Don't imagine me as edgy at all. Well, I mean, I'd like to think so. I think the ideal situation for me is nobody ever thinks that I'm edgy. Nobody ever considers me to be an edgelord, and then I surprise them with it out of nowhere, and they're like, oh my god, what the heck is this? Is this a whole different person? So you've been leveling Dark Knight, the edge is embraced. Fantastic. Oh man, okay, I could probably just drop that to... Okay, that was maybe too much damage, but that's fine. Oh man. Okay. So we're getting through this guy. This is pretty much no question that this is easy. This is just the easiest it goes, I think, for boss now. This dungeon has not been as difficult as it once was on level synced, but there's nothing we can do about it. So long as we're able to get through the enrage timer here, then we're set. It wasn't about health, it wasn't about damage, it was all about that silly little enrage. Wrath was like, I could be your ankle or your nibble. It's very true, I can. You watch out, be careful. Oh man. There's some things I will admit. A lot of me regrets. I did a lot of deleting things as I grew older, right? As I grew up and I had, like, I've been doing YouTube for a very long time. I've been doing YouTube videos since I was maybe at most 12 or 13, right? I have since deleted all of those for most instances. Just like as I grew, like maybe a couple years after I would put them up, I would just get rid of them. And for some of the things that I got rid of, like I used to write poetry when I was a kid, and that poetry was painful to read, like beyond belief. Those things that I got rid of and I deleted, that was fine. I'm happy that I got rid of that one, okay? Let's just be honest with ourselves. Nobody needed to see that. But the YouTube videos, I am kind of sad that I got rid of. Part of me really wishes that I didn't delete them, so I could go back and watch them. Just see what was going on in my tiny little head back then. I used to... One of the times that I was doing YouTube stuff, I had... I can remember it vividly. Because this was when I was really trying to embrace the Let's Play. And when I got to the point where I could just talk non-stop while playing video games, one of the ones I can remember the most blatantly was I was playing Subnautica, right? That was the thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to have a Subnautica playthrough. And the Subnautica playthrough, I only remember it because I was so self-conscious about making noise while recording, and I didn't have the skills to be able to edit things. So what I did was, while I was recording, I would go up, I would swim back up to the surface, I would pause the recording, and I would mute my mic so that I could cough and clear my throat. And I would do this like maybe 5 times over the course of 2 or 3 minutes. And so it was just a jumbled mess of absolutely nothing useful. Oh my god, just thinking back on it is horrific. That was still pretty rough. 75%. Or 76%. I mean, I'm still self-conscious about that. I still mute my mic every time I have to clear my throat. And I don't think there will ever be a day where I will, like, clear my throat or cough without, like, panicking to mute my mic before. Wow, hello. Stack marker. Morn stack marker, even. Great. 678 with a vengeance. It's stacking up. It's doing a lot. Okay. Oh, God. That's so cute. Don't talk to me like this. You can't. It truly is my dark past. I don't want to think about it. Oh, man. But I mean, you know, it had to happen, right? If that didn't happen, then I wouldn't have ever gotten here, right? We could hear it through your mute. You can't do this to me. That's my nightmare. Other people don't mind letting strangers hear them cough and stuff. Yeah, right? Like, that's my thought. How could anyone just be okay with it? And then there are some streamers that I've seen that will just do it. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. I don't know if it's like a confidence or whatever, but maybe it's just being numbed because of how long you've been streaming or something. I don't know. Bone stack in the ARR dungeon. Listen, I was greeting, okay? We need the damage. I won't be able to make the next DPS check if I don't do enough damage, right? Oh, man. Okay, no, now we're talking about the old videos I made, so I have to... Now I have to, like, think about it and tell you more stories about them because they popped back into my brain and you must also suffer. The earliest thing I recorded and put onto YouTube that I can think of, I don't even know where the heck these videos went because I did not delete them. I don't ever remember deleting them. I very blatantly remember deleting a lot of the stuff I made, but I do not remember deleting these videos. I did a Minecraft playthrough, my Minecraft Let's Play, and I had a big island, like a big hill that had a bunch of pigs on it, and it was my pig island, and it was my favorite. And I had gone through, and I was gonna go to the Nether, right? It was a big moment. And I was like, I gotta get the obsidian for the Nether portal. And then I ended that episode of the Let's Play, right? And then I went on afterwards, after I'd finished that bit of the Let's Play. I ended that recording. There used to be a bug in Minecraft a very long time ago where you could create obsidian without having to get lava. And what you would do is you would put redstone down, and then you would just put the water on top of the redstone, if I remember right. It might have had to be redstone that was turned on. I can't remember the specifics. But so I did that. I turned redstone into obsidian because I didn't want to go down into the caves and find lava. I cheated the 0 Let's Play viewers that were watching. And then I started the next video after that. And I was like, okay, I went off, and between the last recordings, I went down into the cave and I got a bunch of lava for my Nether portal. Oh my god. And you know what? That's where the impatience comes from, I think. We could see it even back then. How terribly impatient I was. YouTube censored my videos. They must have. I'm dating myself by mentioning that bug. Am I actually dating myself? Maybe. I felt so bad about it afterwards. For like, I really thought about that for like actual weeks. I was like, I can't believe I did that. I cheated on the video. This is terrible. Oh my god. And then you did some off-camera mining. Yeah, exactly. I was one of those. Oh god. And then I went into the Nether, right? That was the big thing. That was my big episode of the Let's Play. I went into the Nether. You want to know what happened in the Nether? This was before there was anything in the Nether, basically. There was really no purpose for me to be there. There's no Nether fortress. There's no, like, potions to make. It was just, you go to the Nether. Why? Couldn't tell you, but you're in there. And so I went around and I explored the Nether until my diamond pickaxe broke. And then I punched my way through about 50 netherrack to try and find my way back to my Nether portal. And then I fell in lava and I died. And I was crushed beyond belief. And I think that was the last thing I did for that Let's Play, because that made me very sad. Glowstone transit systems and suffering. Exactly. Glowstones and the transits. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about the glowstone, but, like, was there really a reason? Oh god. You played Slender the 8 pages on your brother's channel, you got like 4 pages and was super freaking scared. Get spooked, shook the mouse and screamed and spammed escape. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so as stated, Midgard, pretty mid without the enrage. But we've cleared it. Keeper of the Lake is finished. So all that is left is Chrysalis and the Crystal Tower. Oh god. How do we trust these solos now? You're so hurt. I'm sorry, Modest. Think I could have beat the old version of this fight? I think the old version of the fight would have been easier. I'll be honest. I would have had to mitigate through the damage, but mitigating through the damage isn't as difficult as hitting an impossible enrage, you know? That's the rough bit. Okay. We are through. We have made it, games. We have made it. Oh, God. Bill was bested by a bird with a gun. Yeah, he really was, huh? Okay. You know what? We'll keep the cutscene.
Gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
Thank you, Grandpa. Okay, goodbye, Grandpa. Okay. You may summon the guy. Okay, fantastic. We're gonna finish this quest. But I'll be honest. I will say that I'm still... Part of me still thinks that maybe one day I'll be able to find that channel that I had those videos on. Because, my god, do I wish I could get them. I wanna watch that Let's Play back. I could not tell you if that channel even still exists. I don't know what could have happened to it, but I will never know. I will never know. I do have... Okay. I'm gonna openly admit to you that there are many channels that I have used in the past to upload videos. One of them, we made the channel. I still think the name was like sick. It was a fantastic name for the channel that I planned with one of my buddies when I was like super young. We never did anything with it. We never even uploaded a single video. Yeah, that was a good one. But there's one channel that still exists that I did not delete anything from. I've not removed anything from it. It's still up. It's still out there in the wild. It is a beautiful thing. And I went back and I rewatched it recently. And it did hurt my soul a little bit, but also it made me very happy. Because especially to think that, like, the silly little idiot that's doing these videos so terribly is now here. I hid the RE5 video. I did. I have hid a lot of the stuff on Wrath Games. There are a few videos for Wrath Games that is secret Wrath Games content. Maybe one day they will be reshown, but for now, I do have to hide them. I sadly must. Both because I'm not really too happy with them anymore, but mostly because they get in the way of some other annoying bits. Once the channel is a bit older, once we've got like a year under our belt, I'll probably put them back. But for now, they need some time away. Keeper is finished, and I'm very happy. And with Keeper finished, do you know what that means, gamers? Keeper finished means I'm gonna split my recording. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Recordings. Yes, maybe. Good. Fantastic. All right. Recording done. We exit game. Goodbye, Final Fantasy XIV. And hello. Give it a second. Give it a... Wait. Just give it a sec. Just hold on. Just a moment. Just a minute. Just a second here. Hold on. Wait. Wait, hello? Wait, just one quick... Hello? Payday 3, baby! Woo! Oh my god. If you did not know, Payday 3 releases today, and they were kind enough to give me a key. And so I am playing the game, because I would like to play it. It's very cool. I will just pass through all these. Do I want to enable game site? Sure, I don't. Telemetry, yeah. Who needs it? What the heck is this? I don't have an account. Wait a second. I didn't think about this. Hold on. I've never even considered that Payday 3 would require an account. Give me 2 seconds. We're gonna put chat in front of it. Maybe we'll go to just chatting for a second. Hold on. We're gonna just give me a minute while I set up my Starbreeze account. I will admit, I didn't go past that initial load screen previously, so I didn't realize I needed an account. Please bear with me for just 2 seconds. We're gonna try out this cool new game. It's a very good one, I swear. Wait, just give me a moment. Hold on. 2 seconds to sign in. And then we hope that it works. I think that's it. Just chatting. Quick talk amongst yourselves, everyone. Yeah, true. I confirm that I am 15 years of age or older. It's a very difficult confirmation. Okay, and now I'm gonna do this real quick. Can we? We're still on the just chatting screen. Right? Yeah. Okay. We hit the login button. Maybe it works. Maybe, perhaps. Age leak? Yeah, true. Yeah, the age leak is there. Remember to use a strong password like password 1. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Welcome. We've returned, and we've done it. It functions. Sure, I don't know what that is. Let's play a tutorial, gamers. Let's play the tutorial. Let's see what the game is going to show us. I'm hoping for those fancy new mechanics that I've never heard of before. Okay.
This is the combat training area.
Okay.
Mask up and get into position when you're ready to get started.
I'm gonna maybe turn it down a little bit.
Let's do this.
I've
Just a
hired
little
some
bit.
people to act as cops. Try not to hurt them too much.
I can't promise anything on that.
Wrath goes online without his parents' permission. Oh god, you're right. Okay. So this looks super nice so far. And actually, the motion blur is kind of driving me crazy, but I will say that let's also give it a depth of field. I will say that this is the first game in a very long time that has had a livable default cursor speed. Is it lagging on the replay for you? Does that look as choppy as it looks like in OBS to me? Frame rate isn't great. Okay, let me see if I can fix this up. Why the heck are we not doing good here? I'm gonna have to, let's see. It is probably how I'm capturing it, because the frame rate looks perfect on my end. So let's do fast. Nope. Okay, 2 seconds. Hold on. Just give me a minute. Properties. We'll try slow, maybe. Perhaps. Nope. Hold on. Or limit frame rate. Oh, that's true. VSync and enable frame rate. That's not a bad idea. We turn on the VSync. Is there a frame rate? I'm not seeing a limit at the moment. It's probably in there somewhere. That's okay. For now, with VSync on, how is it looking? It's still a little rough. Still a little not fantastic. I'm gonna give this one more chance to just get it smooth before we move on. It was right there. Are you? Am I crazy? Oh, there is a limit. Okay. I will limit the frame rate to 60. And now it should be perfect, right? Fingers crossed. Yeah, that is perfect. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. All right, gamers. It is Payday 3 time. Welcome. Objectives. Okay, we do like objectives. I do know how to read. Okay. Fancy man.
Let's see if you can make it to the vault.
We press the F button to open. Oh god. But maybe I gotta turn down my own settings because that was choppy for me. Well, maybe turn these guys down to high just to make sure everything is perfect. There we go. That is a lot better. Now you get to witness that I am absolutely terrible at FPS games, and I have never been good at them ever. Normally I just have Mac Monster. It's not. It don't pause. It's like Dark Souls. Oh god. No. We kill him. Take him out. Take him out. I'm also gonna do. I'm gonna turn these guys down because they're a bit loud. I think. There we go. I can climb things. Very cool. This is a new experience. The new shields are tough. Hold on. We'll get the hello, Mr. Grenade. How do I? We give it a G to get that away. Hey, why did he look at the grenade? This is not a shield thing. Hold on. Wait a second. Excuse me, Mr. What the heck? What just happened? So they throw grenades. Okay. Maybe I turned it down a bit too low. Okay. So he threw grenades at me and we're good. Can't carry you through the loud tutorial. Gonna have to learn how to aim. That's never happening. Sorry to say. We get the traps. We refill the ammo maybe. Hiya. Get him with the big boom, big burst. Okay. I will say the immediate thought that has crossed my mind with this is, oh god, this doesn't feel like Payday because, oh wow, this looks so good. Looking rough if you have a medic bag. Oh, we X for deployable. What the heck is this? Hey guys, I'm already full on health. It lied to me. Request overkill. I've got a phone. We live in the 21st century. Hello. Overkill weapon. We refill the ammo. We get the heck in here. I'm gonna turn the voiceover volume up a little bit again because it's really just gone unlistenable now. We get him with the what is this? It's a grenade launcher. I thought it was like some kind of shotgun or something. I was about to run up to them. All right. We drill. Hello, Mr. Drill. We go. That is a very fast drill. Normally, the drills in this game will take like 20 minutes. Get him. Kill him. Take him out. Take him down. Yeah, kid. Get out of here. Okay. Oh, we have to take apart the drill now? This is new. But that was not the button. Oh god. Q to throw the bag? Okay. I can't. Can I not take the money? No? That's kind of the whole point of this, isn't it? Alright. We're taking this guy. Go ahead. Oh, I can take the money. It just wanted me to wait. All right. What the heck? Oh, Mr. Zipline, my favorite. Don't mind me taking damage there. It's fine. This is the funny loud tutorial where I get to be terrible at the game, and then immediately after this, where did that go? What? Why did it end up back down there? What just happened? All right. Next up after this, I get to play the stealth missions that I'm actually good at, and then I won't be terrible the entire time. How are we looking, gamers? Was that okay? Did it go well? Did that look fine? I can't tell. Very dark, very edgy. Okay. Join a heist and matchmake. Or tutorial. Okay. So this is a new experience. I expected vendors and currencies. Yes, we do remember these. I expected to be able to do some bits.
Good thing
for
I was
myself.
able to reach you guys. The whole thing moved so fast, I almost didn't connect the dots in time.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Shade, right?
Don't worry about it. I made a promise to Bane to watch your backs.
Yeah. Great. You saved us. Whoop-de-doo. What the fuck happened?
What's going on over here?
Try to
Oh, I can... Hold on. We have the pause play button. And as you know, I am very much a skip cutscene kind of guy. Where are the settings? Because there's one thing that I'm scared of. Is there... talking? Disable chat on... Disable crossplay maybe also? No, that's fine. I don't care about crossplay. Is there voice chat in this game? Because voice chat always scares me. Whenever I go into a game, I always have to be very careful of voice chat because I'll be very sad if there is one and I didn't notice it. I'll be like, oh god, no, I believe it. Where the heck am I putting chat? Let's just put it over here. Just leave it like right there. That should be okay. If you're doing solo lobbies, it shouldn't matter. Okay, that's a good point. There is. Oh god, where is it? Hold on. I want to turn it off before I have to ever think about it. Controls. Why are you showing me these keyboards? Where's my keyboard controls? I don't even have a controller. Hello. Okay. You know what? Good enough. Check audio. I don't think it was under. Yeah, look at that. There's no voice space. Okay, we're going. I'm just gonna hit the button.
There's a lot of cash just sitting.
Put them in. Lobby type.
This is a small
Invite only. Friends only. Public. Friends only. Difficulty. The hardest I can possibly do, please. Titan cameras. All security cameras are indestructible. A lead guard will endless radio spawns? What the heck does that mean? Okay. Since I don't know what any of those words mean, I think I'm actually gonna try and just do hard mode. What do you mean matchmaking? Why are we looking for match? I thought I set it to friends only. Will it put me in, or do I have to go public? Overkill is currently the highest that I saw. Nice, the new game, can't watch because you don't want any spoils for this, but you definitely will get it next month. Fantastic, Minikazuki. I hope you have a wonderful time with it when you do. Thank you for stopping in all the same. Controller, I don't even know. Everyone, please, you can't do this to me, I beg. Okay, so what? No. Yeah, okay. So maybe we can't do this. Maybe we have to do public. We hit the matchmake button. Might as well. We'll give it a good shot. I'm personally a very stealth kind of gamer as my preference. Excuse me, I apologize. I've accidentally bashed my hand to my microphone. Oh god. I think it's still not working. No, I hope not. Hold on. Let me check this. Twitter? Hello? Twitter. Mr. Twitter? Do we have the Payday 3? Maybe I'm gonna try and do it solo again.
This is a small branch bank.
We're just gonna do that for a bit and
There's been a
wait.
mix-up in the money transport schedule, meaning there's a lot more cash than usual in the vault. Decide how you want to do this. Beat the security gate and quietly gain access to the vault, or go in guns blazing and burn your way through the roof. It's your call. You've done this a million times before. But hey, there's no rest for the
Trying to
wicked.
start an invite-only lobby to play solo in the game. How am I doing? What's going on, Payday game? Steep Community says it's broken currently. What? Currently experiencing slow matchmaking. We're investigating and working on a solution. We're sorry to report that matchmaking is still unavailable. Our team is working overtime to get this resolved. We realize the matchmaking issues are frustrating. They are for us as well. We're still here and still working on getting you all back into the game. Stay tuned. That was 24 minutes ago. Okay, well, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. This is an absolute tragedy. Maybe, you know, there's something else we can play. Is there another tutorial thing? Maybe some challenge stuff we can do. No, not seeing it. Okay. You can play V Rising. Oh god. Well, I mean, I am technically obligated to play Payday 2 or Payday 3, so I don't know. I'm not really sure what the heck to do here. I would like for this to function. Maybe we try. These look like super good heists. Look at that. That's gorgeous. 99 boxes. Touch the sky. I really want to try these out. Come on. These look sick. Dirty ice? No. Maybe road rage? No, that sounds very loud. I'm gonna keep attempting to do this for a bit. I'm gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. Good invite only and just chatting for 20 minutes while you wait for it to create the instance. Yeah, I mean, if it works, then yeah, we'll do that. That sounds pretty good. We'll give it a solid shot. We'll hang out for a bit while we wait for this to get in, because I would like to play a heist. I've been looking forward to this all day. I've been thinking about this all day. I've really been hoping for that. This is, if I haven't told you about it before, Payday 2. I've been playing Payday 2 since it came out. I used to play Payday the Heist, the first Payday game. I played that with my buddies back in, like, I don't know, middle school or something. I have no idea. I can't remember how old I was then. But it was a great game. 10 out of 10 experience. And then, you know, Payday 2 happened, and I've been playing that for 10 years. And now Payday 3, I've been waiting for this for all 10 of those years, and I finally have it. The dream situation is that we get to experience at least one beautiful heist. And I'm going to hold out hope that we will. And until then, this will just be a podcast with some bumping music in the background, I suppose. Do we want this music, or do we want me to turn on some Dragon Quest stuff? Because I can always turn on the Dragon Quest music. I do love the Dragon Quest music. Thank you for sticking around for this bit of the stream, by the way, gamers. It is very kind of you. Very kind indeed. For now, I suppose, while I wait for this, I played 196 hours of Payday 2. I don't believe that, but also I kind of have to believe that, right? But I feel like I've played so many more hours than that. Never played Payday? Guessing it's the same general genre as Hitman? Kind of. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to think about it. Is it, if you could imagine, like, Hitman, but instead of just going to, like, kill specific people, you're going in to do, like, rob the bank. So you're gonna shut down all of the bank security, sneak into the vault, take all the money, and then run away. Dragon Quest music over Payday 3 sounds so funny. Hold on. At least get some Rab the Wizard in here. I will momentarily, while we wait, mute Payday 3. And we turn on a Rab. Rab's coming back. Absolutely beautiful. What a masterpiece. So I'm thinking after the stream, I'm feeling a little hungry. And so maybe after the stream, I'm gonna do like some. I'm gonna get some mozzarella sticks. I had a craving the other day, a desperate need for mozzarella sticks. So much so that I just went to the store and bought some, like some frozen mozzarella sticks to do immediately. So I'm very, very hungry. That was worth it. Every second I had those, I had way too many. I probably ate like 12 mozzarella sticks in one sitting, and I did not eat another thing of food for like the half of the day at the very least. That was breakfast and lunch. Those mozzarella sticks. It was something magical. I'm kind of thinking about the mozzarella sticks now. Maybe I'm gonna get some of those after this. Maybe. Does each person play different roles when you go into a heist with a group? Yeah, normally. It depends on what you're doing. So if you're doing loud, like everybody pretty much does the same thing. But if you're doing stealth, you can, not the same thing, but like different builds for the same general don't die. Yeah, what Mac was saying, normally when we do our stealth missions, there's like specific parts of the map that you can only access with specific gear that doesn't really work for a normal stealth mission. And so we just have Mac standing in the back because he's very bad at stealth and does not like stealth. He just kind of hangs out with all of the very loud equipment that will get us caught immediately until we fix everything up. You're cosplaying for the Ren Fair. Oh, that sounds fantastic. You've got to show us the costume once it's made, because I'd love the sound of that. We have a Ren Fair around here that we went to last year, I think? Maybe the year before? No, it was last year. Yeah. It's a beautiful experience. I don't think there's anything quite like a Ren Fair at all. It's just a whole different world. There was a famous like jousting group that's actual real jousting. Like they weren't doing contact jousting. They were actually knocking each other off of the horses. It was bonkers. I think I lost my voice afterwards from how much I was yelling at that jousting match. It was a beautiful experience. Very, very beautiful experience. You'll say from what you've heard, stealth is much more difficult but much more rewarding, but I suppose such is true for any difficulty in video games. Yeah, I kind of get you. Normally I feel like Payday 2 stealth was the same thing. Like it's more difficult to do stealth just because of how easily you could get caught, but loud was always the difficult bit for me because I just couldn't. I was bad at shooting things, so I just died. Happens around October, November. Yeah, it's a nice one. Everyone loves doing stealth until it's car shop. I can't think about car shop. Oh god. Then you have to drive the car out. You have the timer. You're freaking out the whole time. You crashed into the wall three other times. You're at a full stall. Nothing's happening anymore. It's over. It's all over, gamers. Oh, God. Do you think if I submit this stream to them, they would accept it? I feel like they wouldn't accept this. But who knows, I guess. At least I've been, shilling the game the whole time, telling you to get it with the funny little pin. Car Shop was an abomination, it really was. That was a monstrous heist. I did the tutorial? That's true, I did do the tutorial. Pretty good. It's not your fault, worth a shot. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna keep trying to get into at least one. Someone say it was Jover. It's not Jover just yet. We're still giving it a chance. I'm gonna give this as long as it takes. We're gonna spend some time just hanging out, having a fun little podcast, hanging out together, and then after that, after I get so sick of talking that I can't possibly think of doing it, then we'll say it's true. I can't just play it on Sunday. I mean, I could just play it on Sunday, but also I want to play it now, you know? Everything you saw in a quick Google was saying about 20 minutes, not that it wouldn't load at all. Oh, okay, so it's just going to take a while. That's fine. I'm willing to put up with wait times. I have had much worse wait times in my day with Final Fantasy XIV. So if it's just 20 minutes, that's okay. Oh man, that just makes me think of when I was going through the story initially. I feel like we're doing Stormblood, right? Like post-patch Stormblood era, and DPS queues were miserable. It was, unless I was doing it with my FC, most dungeons took a solid 30 minutes to queue into, without a question. Still faster than DPS queue simulator. Exactly. I'm glad we agree. It's monstrous. This has also got me thinking about, like, I'm not huge on doing, like, grinding up my classes and doing a bunch of those levels. But I have my Reaper at a high level. Let's switch up the music a little bit while I'm still thinking about it. Where is audio? This is a nice one. There we go. I'm not really huge on leveling up my extra classes, like not a class that I'm not going to use. But I did get Paladin up to like 70 or something, 71, I think. And even Paladin, even tank queue felt like it took forever, dude. It was something else. Think they'd accept Payday 2 gameplay if this goes on long enough? You never know. You never know. But either way, we've got the hiccup for today. Maybe I will show it off on Sunday instead. I do like a good Sunday stream, as per usual. I do want to play some Payday 2, some Payday 3 immediately. So even if I don't do it on stream, I'm gonna be playing Payday 3. So I might as well just wait around to do some on stream, you know? That could be a good one. Other than that, I don't really have much else that I can say. What else can we talk about? What the heck has been happening recently? I said earlier that things have been super busy these past, like, this is the busiest set of weeks I've had in a very, very long time. What the heck? What would I say? It's like, so next week, on the 29th to the 1st, is LunarCon. If you don't know about LunarCon, it's a big fancy Final Fantasy XIV convention. And I get to go play that. I get to go be part of the convention. It's going to be great. I was invited as a VIP, and so we've got some other cool stuff that's going to be going on. I hope you will join me for the wonderful convention. I have a lot to do on those convention days, but I'm going to be streaming whenever I'm able to. It's going to be a weekend stream adventure. I hope you will enjoy that experience. Maybe it's going to be good. Next weekend. A very fun time. And then after that, immediately, I've got like a week. Yeah. October 10th, I have a surgery that I have to go to. It's very anxiety inducing to think that, like, you have a surgery to do, but it's not like it's anything invasive. And it's not like bad. I have this funny little condition known as a deviated septum, which is basically to say I'm very bad at breathing. I have a skill issue for taking in air through my nose. Like, my nose just decided to not really do that. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream for a bit after the surgery. It's through the recovery period. But we'll see. We will figure it out. I will still try. I may sound horrible, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Huh. This is, what else have we got? And then whenever I'm done with that, I guess I'm just gonna be hanging out. A debuff, if you will. Yes, the anti-breathing debuff. Affected by Bio 2 IRL. It's pretty accurate. We'll give that one. Yeah, that's a thumbs up. And then past that, I'm free, I suppose. So once I get through these next few weeks, everything's gonna be super quick, super easy. I've got to do another video soon. We've got one that's coming up next. The next video we're gonna do is the Aurum Vale speedruns. The Aurum Vale speedruns drove me absolutely insane, and so to be able to properly express my hatred for Aurum Vale, I'm gonna make it into a video immediately so that I can talk about how much I hate Aurum Vale, and then that'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. It's a good video so far, at least for the minute I have planned. It's gonna be a good time. And then past that, what else have I got? After that next video, we have another solo video that I want to do, and then a bunch of stuff I want to do for my panel at LunaCon. So I don't know if I'm gonna get the solo video out before my surgery, but maybe. Figured it out. The server is going down is to make sure you can handle the drill timers, assuming they're the same as 2. Oh, okay. So this is just preparing me for how long the drills are gonna take. I get it. I understand. Okay. I guess the only other thing that I can do right now at this exact second is say, gamers, if you are not already in the Discord, we have a wonderful Discord linked in the description. It is a very fun Discord, very great place to hang out, I swear. It's nice and comfy, nice and cozy. And then while you're down there, you could maybe hit the like button. That would be very appreciated. Maybe just double check that you're subscribed. I don't know why people say that, right? People will say in videos that I've noticed, like, just check that you're subscribed. I don't know. Do people get automatically unsubscribed or something? Why would I have to check? I guess maybe I'm always forgetful to subscribe as well, so who knows? I don't think I'm going to do any more speedruns. Not for a bit, at least. If I was going to do any... If I was going to do another speedrun... I've just gone on complete tangents at this point, so you have to forgive me. I'm just kind of tossing through whatever the heck my brain throws out at me. If we were going to do speedruns... I think I've got the Heavensward speedrun that I still want to do. And then after that Heavensward speedrun, I don't really know. Maybe we could continue the MSQ speedruns on Aerodynamis as a multi-segment until we're done with that forever. Or we could check out some other stuff. I don't think I could ever do a dungeon speedrun again. Those absolutely drove me insane. That was terrible. That was so bad. Maybe if I could do like co-op dungeon speedruns. That could be fun. Maybe I speedrun another game. If I was going to speedrun another game, what would be a good one? Give me some examples. I need some opinions on this, because I'm not good at picking games for speed. Most of the games that I've seen where I had considered doing speedruns of are like 10-hour plus speedruns. I wanted to do a speedrun of of Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Starry Skies, a long time ago. And the only speedrun I ever found of that game was like 17 hours. And I was like, nope, okay, not doing it. Payday 3 matchmaking speedrun? We're on track for world record at the moment, actually. It's going to be pretty good. Getting flashbacks to Endwalker login queues during lunch. Oh, man. Is that the one with the train? It is the one with the train. Dragon Quest IX is my favorite Dragon Quest. I feel like a lot of people didn't like 9. Maybe I'm just misremembering that. but it was a very it was a bit of a twist to the normal Dragon Quest, because Dragon Quest is a lot of character focus, right? You'll have one particular character, and you are that character, and they've got like the specific things that they do. Very, very specific, very planned, very, very story driven. And then your whole party is also very story driven, you know? But the Dragon Quest IX one was like, your party is just you and your goons. You just make them. You have a great time. I loved being able to make my own party in Dragon Quest IX. It felt a lot more personal. It made me feel a lot better, a lot more attached to them. But yeah, I don't know. When I played 9 was the first one I ever played, honestly. And then I tried to play 8 after that, I think it was, maybe 7, and I couldn't do it. That swap from how crazy customizable Dragon Quest 9 was to how very linear Dragon Quest 8 was pretty crazy. But it was still a lot of fun. Also, I liked the classes. The class system in 9, I think, was my preferred bit of it. That's why I liked it so much. Because in everything else, you've got like very set classes for characters. But in 9, you could be every class, and you could just swap between all of them at the fancy little church of the all whatever the heck it was. I can't remember the name of it. What's that movement in Maneater? The Shark PG would make for a good speedrun. Does require you to get to max level to beat the game, but the movement is so good. What is Maneater? Is that, I'm assuming off of the word Shark PG that you're a shark and you're just kind of swimming around eating people. That does sound kind of fun. Sounds like a pretty good one. Shark game? We do love a good shark game around here. There was that other game I saw recently. We were watching it yesterday. RT had a video on it. It was like it was some kind of diving game. And I do like ocean stuff. Anything to do with the water makes me very happy. It's an RPG where you play as a shark from baby to adult. Okay, that does sound pretty good. Right. Very nice, very nice. I'll have to give that a shot myself. Honestly, I like the growth aspects of those. Yeah, Dave the Diver. That's the one. That also looks like a pretty good one. It's got some beautiful animations with the sushi shop that they had set up. It's a pretty good one. Not turn-based action RPG. Okay. I could do that. I could live the good life with that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick drink. Just excuse me for a moment. Is this finally the day that I become a React streamer? Is that how this works? While we hang around and wait for this? The further I go, the less things I can think of to talk about. What else even is there? I could talk about the weather. It is currently nighttime, so I can't see the sky. That's the weather. My favorite kind, actually. Oh, I had this issue that I ran into recently that I didn't really think about until a few days ago, I guess, maybe, where I really kind of pinned it down. Where I've developed this weird issue with sunlight. Like, normally what I would do is most mornings I would open up the curtains and I would let the light into the house and I'd be relaxing, living a good life. But these days, whenever I do that, I get like a migraine. I don't get the pain of it, but I do get the difficulty to see things. So like my eyeball gets all blurry. It's kind of weird. Maybe I've become too much of a cave goblin. Vampire rat? No. Like that can't be true. Absolutely never. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to. Is sunlight something that I have to train like a muscle, like my ability to deal with sunlight? Is that just a thing? I've never really thought of it like that, but maybe. Is this how we get to like the Dunmer from Skyrim? What about this guy? Yeah, that's a good one. Is this how we get to the Skyrim Dunmer? This is how they started? This was just... They worked from home for a very long time, and then they just never went outside, and then all of a sudden they couldn't see anymore. Should be getting sunlight intake. That is recommended. I did... It's not that I avoid sunlight, but it's just that now... not all of a sudden. I guess it's been around for a bit, but recently the sunlight has been kind of fun. Maybe I'll just once it stops feeling like summer temperatures and it's relatively colder, I'm gonna go outside a little bit more. When it's physically possible to be outside without dying from heat, then I'll get that as part of the daily routine. That's a good... Oh, you should probably be getting sunlight intake. A vampire hunter, probably? Oh, God. Saying that Dunmer worked from home isn't entirely incorrect if you count keeping slaves as having them work from home. I suppose so. That's just the Skyrim stuff, right? But yeah, it's... Speaking of morning walks and stuff like that, recently, Melvina and I have been doing the Eorzean 8th aerobics every morning. So we'll get up. We haven't been doing it in the mornings recently. Nowadays it's been at night, but we started off doing it in the mornings. We would get up and we would start the day with the Animal Crossing stretching and the Eorzean 8th aerobics for an exercise after that, and it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. The show left, show right pose that you have to do absolutely obliterates my legs, but also that's pretty good because then if I ever go back to powerlifting, I'll have a stronger squat, so I'll be happy with that. That would be nice. It's a fun little experience. I'm liking it at the very least. I feel like maybe there's been a recent push for video games, I feel like, from like video game companies to try and convince people to do exercising, just move a little bit, get your body moving, get up, get active a little bit. And it is surprisingly effective. I don't know why, but for some reason, when the video game tells me to do a thing, I feel better about it, you know? Couldn't tell you why that happens. Did you hear me say that I did powerlifting at one point? The Wrath lore deepens. I did do powerlifting at one point. I would still be doing powerlifting if it was not for the fact that I had trouble breathing. And so maybe when my nose gets fixed and I am allowed to breathe again, then I could go back to doing my big push. Push big number. That is the goal. That is the dream. Oh, God. So I won't say who because I don't want to give you expectations. But there was someone that I saw recently that on Twitter that looks super crazy similar to me. And so maybe one day, if I ever decide to do a face reveal, then I will show you the person that I look exactly like. They also do powerlifting. I've seen a lot of people recently, just out of nowhere, that do powerlifting. And I'm like, oh my God, maybe I should go back and do powerlifting again. I have people now. But then I don't, you know? The problem with me is, like, I'm very social, right? It's very easy for me to do something if I have that social bit of it, where it's very easy to go and do that powerlifting when I have my buddy that I went powerlifting with, you know? But once, when I'm like just doing it on my own, it's kind of rough. My job has on-site trainers. They have an on-site gym and on-site trainers. So when I was there, when I worked at my actual job, it was pretty sick. It was nice because I had a trainer for once. I had a good plan. I was doing good things. It was a lot of fun. And now I work from home, and so I don't really know if working from home has been a good thing for me or not. In some ways, it has been a very good thing for me because now I don't have to go to work. I can just work. But also, I don't really know if it's just been like super good. Maybe it's been weird. I kind of liked having. I kind of like being in an office, you know, very briefly. Maybe I would have gotten sick of it, but like, who knows. Earthbound Mother calling to tell you to get off the video game intensifies. Listen, come on, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be all right. Will we get a bicep reveal first? No, absolutely not. I think. Hold on, just give me 2 seconds. My biceps are probably my worst. Actually, it's not terrible, but yeah, it's definitely the worst. So no, we're not doing a bicep review. What are we doing today? We did Keeper of the Lake. Keeper of the Lake has been cleared, and now the dream is that we will get into a heist for Payday 3. And while we're waiting for the heist for Payday 3, I'm just doing a little podcast, just hanging out. I should do a podcast at some point. Would we want it actually? Can I DM you who I'm talking about? I will DM you. Sure. Hold on. I have to remember what the heck their name was. You're the opposite. You come home, you put on a workout video, you're good. Do not perceive me. Oh, man. If Lane's is home when you're working out, you kindly avoids the living room for me. That's wonderful. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay, I will send Melvina the person, and Melvina can be the judge. Melvina can be the one to say whether or not this person looks like me or if I am crazy. And I am going to change the music a little bit. There we go. Now that's a good one. This one, masterpiece. Oh, babe. Would I be mad if you went ahead and cleared Chrysalis on your soul? No, Refia, you're more than welcome to. Please go ahead. It's wonderful to have you charging ahead, especially if you're feeling like doing it right now, you know. Just go do it. Absolutely no question. I'm probably going to save the Chrysalis stuff until Sunday, because Sunday is my, normally the day for the big stuff. But, I mean, Keeper was pretty big, I'll be honest. Okay. Either way. Here, hold on. We're doing a reveal of my schedule for LunaCon. I'm just gonna tell you some funny little things, right? So, for LunaCon, while I'm waiting for this, very excited for LunaCon still. It's gonna be next weekend. On the Friday, we've got a game show that I'm gonna be part of, one of the main events. I don't know what this game show is gonna be. I was told vaguely what it is, and I still have no clue. Like, Crystal was very nice, and they were like, this is exactly it. You're gonna be doing this. This is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be yada yada, and I've got nothing. My head did not take any of it, so I don't know what that game show is gonna be. I'm gonna go on there, I'm going to do terribly, and then I'm going to leave, and it's gonna be great. And then later in the day, we've got a panel that I'm gonna run. I'm not gonna say what time it is just yet, because I don't think it's up on the site. I can tell you about the stuff that is up on the site, because that's the easy bits. We've got the VIP Alliance raid on Saturday. I don't know what the heck that is. They haven't told me what it's going to be, but hopefully that's fun. And then Sonotic Survey. Our dear Sonotic Scribe is going to try and get me to answer lore questions. And I just want you to know, just for my sake, if I answer a single lore question, a single one, correctly, I need you all to just freak out, because there's no way I'm getting one of them. There's no way I'm doing any of these. This guy looks just like you. He's so, hey, what do you mean he's hot? What are you trying to say? I see how it is. He's better than me. Fine. It's just fine. I don't care. It's fine. But yeah, okay. So I am correct that he looks just like me. Except maybe I'm a bit too pale. Less than an hour ago, you know, I'm a cutscene skipping kind of guy. Exactly. It's gonna be terrible. Oh, God. Freak out like you just finished first tried Chrysalis. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Oh, man. That's a masterpiece. That's a good one. So the dream is that maybe one day we will be all set with this. How long has it been since I've been in this? Has it been 20 minutes? I think it might have been longer than 20 minutes, but I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me double check. So I interrupted that queue. And then I think I interrupted these for a bit. No. I'm not seeing any interruptions. We have been given it a while. Okay, gamers. I think at this point I've given it a half an hour. It's been a wonderful little podcast. I hope you enjoyed the experience. With that in mind, I'm going to just double check on the Payday Game Twitter. Just going to double check super quick if they have any updates. Hello, Payday Game. It is still an issue. So, with that in mind, we're probably gonna call it. Could help me study what they'll likely ask. You have no part in LearnerCon. I mean, maybe I will study beforehand. Would it be better for me to go into the game show having some vague idea how to give answers? Or would it be better if I went up on that stage and I had no idea what was happening for the entire time? That's the question. Is that Melvina's way of showing you she's being honest? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is pretty accurate. Yeah. Just sent Melvina a picture of the Giga Chad meme. How did you know? Wait, do you have access to her DMs? Hold on. I gotta double check my Discord doesn't have a virus. Okay. Yeah, got they're confidently being wrong. Okay, great. Play some Payday 2 while we wait for Payday 3. That is a good idea. Okay, but that's fine. I will accept that Payday 3 is having some hiccups today. We will return to Payday 3 on Sunday. And next time I'm not putting it in the thumbnail, so it's going to be a surprise, okay? Don't let anybody know. Don't tell anybody. Just know that we're going to go in. We're going to do the stuff for normal Final Fantasy, and then boom, we're gonna hit it with the Payday 3. We're gonna be like, oh my god, where did this game come from? What is this? And then everybody has to be shocked. Okay, that's on Sunday stream. It's gonna be very exciting stuff. Very good. Thank you very much for hanging out for our wonderful little podcast segment. Maybe one day I will do an actual podcast. Telling everyone that Sunday is a Gorilla Sea of Stars stream. Fantastic. This is going to be a masterpiece. Thank you very much, gamers. Once again, very busy things up ahead. A lot of cool stuff happening. I hope that you will participate in them. And I hope that you will enjoy everything that goes on. It was great to see you. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And a wonderful rest of your day. Maybe a weekend as well. Oh, goodbye, gamers. Have a good one. Oh, goodbye.